I'll be stuck surviving the next 100 days on the peak of this mountain in Minecraft Hardcore. Getting up to this mountain in the first place will be a challenge in itself, and building with such limited space will force me to be creative. I'll add everything I need to survive up here, including farms, supply lifts, houses, and more. But let's just get into it and enjoy the video. I'm back at it and we're going to be surviving, of course, on the peak of a very tall mountain, which should be pretty cool. I'm also playing on 26.2 in this video once again. I was playing on that in my previous video as well. Not 26.3 yet, which does have like the cushions and stuff, I think, which seems like it's going to be a pretty cool change. But I need to get some wood from somewhere so we can start getting set up. So I think this branch laying on the ground would probably be the best place to start. 16 cobblestone, and I mean, honestly, not that much wood, but all this in all should be enough for now. I'm going to make some basic tools. And then I guess one of the next main things I've got to focus on is probably trying to go ahead and get some food. And then maybe like some iron and stuff so we can start building on top of the base here and getting up there, which would be, a challenge in itself. Sooner than later, I want to get up there before too long so we can start getting a base put down. I'm going to collect a little bit more wood just so we have it too. And then where can we get down this mountain easily? Is there like a path or a water source? There is a little bit of a water source here, so I will jump into it. Just think about how much food it's going to take to go from the bottom to the top of a mountain, just from jumping alone. Oh, and I do see a singular piece of iron over there. Let's see how much it actually is. I mean, probably one, unless it's like diagonally in the wall, which I don't think is the case. But I guess one is better than none. Is there any coal nearby? I don't actually see any, unfortunately. And I got one more vein of iron, so we're sitting at 9 total. There's like skeletons and zombies below me. So if I can avoid going down there, I think would be for the best. If I just find one piece of coal, I can make a torch and see way better in here. But I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, I can see pretty well, but I don't think it's going to look very good on the video. Okay, wait, there is actually some coal here behind this skeleton. And a baby zombie, which looks so ugly now. And after mining this entire vein, we have a total of 17 coal. I honestly thought it'd be more than that. I'm kind of underwhelmed. There's actually another vein right here, but I'm so low. So I think I should probably just leave it, and I need to prioritize getting food. I think that's just a way bigger issue. Because I cannot regenerate. So I mean, like one skeleton, and I mean, we're just gonna get instantly shot and killed. Oh, there's like an opening of a lush cave, which is really lucky. Because you can actually eat glow berries, even though they're really bad. It will at least make it so I'm able to regenerate back to full health. And it can hold us over until we find something way better. So I want to make sure I'm eating those immediately when I can, and not place them on the walls by accident, because it's very easy to. But I mean, I'll always take free iron. We can melt that in a second too when I get to a little bit of a safer spot. And probably just make some armor to kind of guarantee that I'm not going to get two-shot by a skeleton. It is turning nighttime, so I was kind of deciding to go up or down. But then again, that would be really hard to go all the way up there since I'm already here. So I guess I'm just going to go down and hope I can find some sheep so I don't have to hide in the side of a mountain all night, which is seeming like it's not going to be possible anymore. I think it's just getting too late, but I will definitely go ahead and try still, and at least we can all see a bit better with my torch. So on this little mountain I don't see any sheep, but I do see 2 skeletons, which is kind of telling me I should probably, I was gonna say burrow in the side of the wall here, but that's 1 sheep. I mean, I see 2, but I don't know if there's 3. I probably should have made shears, but I mean, whatever, I guess it's too late now. Let me get 1 from that sheep. Is there a singular another sheep? There is if we get up here. Hopefully it's safe. I mean, I don't see anybody yet. But I guess I have to kind of bridge diagonally over here. And I have made it. Please drop 1 wool. Okay, they did. Which means I can just run on over here. Probably on top of a tree or something. Then we can craft this bed. That is the wrong way though. Then can we sleep or can this zombie get too close? Okay, it can get up here, so we're gonna have to defeat it before we do anything like that. And with the first night being passed, I think there's a couple things I need to focus on. One of which is still food. And then the other thing is getting some better upgrades like iron armor and stuff so we can survive a lot easier. Why is there just a creeper standing here? You know what would be cool if they had baby creepers? They're like faster. Oh my gosh, that'd actually be awful. They should not add that. There's a little bit of a cave, so I think this would actually be the perfect position to go ahead and put down my furnace. So 18 iron, my coal, and I guess I'm going to eat every single last one of my glow berries to get back to full hunger. And then I can mount up this 5 mutton I have too in just a minute here. I'm going to prioritize the iron though first, of course. All the way down there looks like there's a river. We have all this straight across, which actually leads into a pale oak biome. I don't think I have much interest in that. And then over here, I can't really see anything, so we'll have to wait to see what awaits us on that side. But if I have some extra time, let's go ahead and mine up some of this coal down here. And there might even be more iron, but it doesn't look like this cave goes much further. I can go check first. Right, it does kind of go down this way a bit. A gold armor zombie, okay. Yeah, but it doesn't lead to anywhere that we would really care about or no loot that we want to get. So this coal is basically the only thing I need to grab while we wait. So the iron isn't completely done, but we have 17. So I can go and start by making some pants, a chest plate, and honestly probably like a pickaxe just where you can mine everything and mine it a little bit faster at that. And then with all the rest, I'll just keep it as extra. I found some cows, which will be a super good source of food. Let me also start melting my mud in right here, because I'm actually getting pretty low on hunger in the first place. And then if I find some gravel, I could get flint and steel and kind of skip the furnace entirely. That would be really nice. Do I see any gravel nearby? Maybe if I saw it in a cave all the way over there, though, I don't know if I'd want to go over there to get it. I mean, I'll find some soon. It's gravel. It's very common. So I will just continue waiting on that. Maybe I'll check right here on this side. I mean, I am waiting for mud in. Okay, yeah, I do not see any very close. We're also half a hunger bar away from not being able to sprint, so this was just in the nick of time. I think that's the saying. And then what do we have? 2 extra mud in. That is not too great, but what can you do? I'm still actively collecting stuff, so I guess it's to be expected. As for like building blocks and stuff, I don't know what I should get or what blocks I'm going to use. I mean, dark oak is always an okay block, but the reason I don't like dark oak as much as spruce is because spruce matches so well with oak wood, barrels, and then the spruce planks, but dark oak does not match dark oak planks. So there's not really anything to use with it, which kind of stinks. Or I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if you guys have any block palette ideas. I would love to learn more of them and experiment with some new building things. Is there any gravel immediately available in this cave? Kind of opens up right here, so I feel like it's very possible there could be. And there is. Nice. I just need 1 flint. And I believe that was 10 pieces without one. 15 pieces of gravel without 1 flint. I think it's 1 in 10, so we're definitely overdue. Can we get to 20 though? Let's place all 5 of these. Oh my gosh, we did get to 20. Can we get to 25? Okay, 25, no flint. Can we get to 30? Okay, we're at 30 with no flint. Can we get to 35? Oh my gosh, can we get to 40? Okay, we get to 45. How high is this gonna go? Oh, I have to take a break because a zombie is attacking me. I think that's 45, so this would be 50. Oh my gosh, did they change how you get flint or something in the new version? 55? Oh my gosh, my shovel broke. Wait, this is crazy. They must have changed how it works. I mean, I'm gonna keep trying it. This would be 60 blocks if all of these don't drop a flint. And then that would be 65. Oh my gosh. Wait, so 60... What's 65 minus 4? 61? It took me 61 when it is supposed to be 1 in 10. That is kind of crazy. All of you guys are here to witness it, though. Well, let me craft my flint and steel. My well-deserved flint and steel. We broke an entire shovel to get that flint. And then I'll probably keep it in my offhand. Especially because I can just sleep through the night. So it's not going to be very dark. But if we go in a cave again, we can swap it out. Alright, I've got my flint and steel. We're going to light 1 cow on fire. Now I got 2 beef. Oh, I'm getting shot by a skeleton as well. Thankfully, this armor is doing a lot of work and saving me from taking lethal damage. The skeleton's dead, so now it's really just a bunch of zombies that can't really hit me. Well, until this skeleton came along. It's also not underneath, or is underneath something, so it's not burning. Okay, that was bad for a second, but I'm good. Leather is also very useful, so like I definitely do not mind getting some from these cows. And then I need to continue thinking of blocks I want to get. I mean, more iron and diamonds would be helpful, so we can go into a cave here in a minute. But other than that, like, what do I need to build? Obviously a wood type, so we can start getting some oak wood. Probably some spruce just because it's the most versatile in my opinion. Like I was saying before, you can just use it with like so many different blocks and it just looks like it's perfect together. So maybe if we find a taiga biome before we go and build would be desirable. Then how much inventory space do I have? Not too much, so we probably want to just get 1 stack of oak wood and then some saplings so we can go ahead and replant them if we ever need to get more. And I mean, oak wood is usually pretty common, so I'm not very worried about like having to travel far away to get it if I did want to just go to an existing forest. Spruce wood is a bit of a different story though, because they do tend to be a little bit more rare to find the biomes. So we would definitely want to give some of that and 100% bring the saplings back. I also see a village house on like 2 different mountains, so I think the generation is going to be cool over here. And of course, I mean, there's free loot in there for me, so let's go check that out. I haven't actually looted any chests yet, but I have 14 pork chops from just getting all the pigs in this area. Then I guess I can go up and get my first chest somewhere over here. Yes, this is the house, or one of them. There's also a Knitwood villager right outside. Oh, I just lit the house on fire. Okay, I definitely don't want to do that. That house has no chest in it. I guess it happens. This one also seems to have no chest. Same for this one. Oh man, I guess we just have nothing to steal today, unfortunately. I mean, a stone cutter is nice. We can take that. This villager just lost a job because of us. And then right here across, there's one more house. And then there's like 2 more above me, I think. But I don't know. Do I want to go all the way up there? For probably houses that don't have any chest in them, I think I'll skip it. It's not like villages have good loot in the first place. They are pretty underwhelming. And then once again, this house is empty. So do I see a taiga biome anywhere nearby? I see a jungle and then a savanna. So I would think we want to head this way because those climates by me are kind of warm. So I mean, in my head, if we go the opposite direction, hopefully we'll get to a colder climate faster and we can get that spruce wood. I don't actually know if that's how Minecraft works though. I always feel like it does in my head. I feel like I heard that some more years ago, but I definitely want to bet on it. Because I mean, there's biomes all over the Minecraft world. I mean, One Direction is going to have every single biome you could ever want. But next to each other, I don't think they can spawn next to each other. I could be wrong on that though, 100%. Don't get me wrong. Oh, is that mangrove biome? I've kind of been wanting to use that wood, so maybe we can collect some of that too. The saplings are kind of weird. I don't know how to use the saplings. So like roots. I think so. I guess we're about to find out. Well, maybe not about to, because this looks very far away. Oh, some more cows. Definitely want that meat and leather, so that is what I will get. Oh my gosh, someone just found that pit. That is, what, 7 beef? Not too bad. I also didn't get any mangrove wood. I just kind of screenshotted the biome and we can come back here later if we do want to use it. Because I don't know how the saplings work, so I would rather get like a full inventory and just bring it to my base and use it like that. Also, I'm lucky because I don't think we're going to build like any crazy sized base this video because the mountain is pretty thin at the top. So hopefully we won't need like an excessive amount of blocks. It's mainly just how tall it is and the stuff we're going to build inside of it that's going to be cool. You know, mangrove, I kind of, like, mangrove, I wouldn't say is warm. Maybe it's getting closer to cool, but I think it's like, I can't think of the right weather term to explain it, but the point I'm trying to get across is that I don't think it's going to be anywhere near a taiga biome if my theory is correct. So we're going to just kind of run through it as fast as possible. There's some sugarcane on the way, which is also very useful because that's how you make books. And I love using books in my videos to decorate. Bookshelves are a very, very nice looking block. Definitely not having much luck on the taiga biome, but I see a lot of sugarcane over here and cows, and then even more cows on this hill. So, I mean, if I get all this stuff, that is a pretty good haul of loot. Starting from the sugarcane, we have 4 to begin with, and then after getting all of this, I'm up to at least 20. That is a big jump. Then I think this side of this lake type of thing I'm on is pretty much looted of all the cows and sugarcane I could see, so we're going to go over to this next side and do the same. Oh, and look up there. I just realized that there's spruce trees. So that's actually amazing for my goals. You can get the spruce wood and then maybe start heading back to the area. I mean, I'm gonna have to think about it, but there's not much else I needed to get. So I definitely think I could. Oh, and then the cow ran into the ocean, but then I guess he forgot where it was, so that's good for me. 14 beef, and we're gonna go from 14 to. Also a lot of lilacs in this area, which I'm gonna grab all of these so we can use them to decorate later on if I do want to. And finally, we found the spruce and reached it. So let's go ahead and get some of the wood and some of the saplings. Probably, I mean, I don't even know how much we're going to get. Let's just start mining and see. I will definitely need to make a new pickaxe. Oh, I'm actually out of iron. That kind of sucks. So I guess we'll just have to use stone pickaxes. Or stone axes, sorry. Unless there's some iron in a cliff nearby. But yeah, that does not seem to be the case from what I can see. Okay, I'm at 21 saplings and 2 stacks and then 20 extra blocks. I think I'll get to 3 stacks of blocks and wait for a couple more of these trees to decay just so we have like plenty of saplings. So I'll get straight back to doing that. I'm currently trying to get back to my base. I think I'm pretty close, but it's been quite a while of running back here. Some more iron would definitely be for the best too, so I'm gonna take a pit stop because I just saw some right here. Let's mine all of this up. And also, I need a new pickaxe because mine broke once again. I can upgrade to iron tools though, hopefully soon. Just as soon as I find enough iron to start making them with. We still need the armor though, so... I didn't end up going in a cave. Should I do that before I go up into the air? I don't know. I guess I could, but at the same time, I don't think it's necessary. So maybe I will go ahead and wait. And then this is the bottom of my super big mountain. I think that's where I wanted to build. I mean, I went to the coordinates and I don't know what else this would be. It's just like a huge floating peak of a mountain. I guess I should touch on, when I think of a peak of a mountain, I almost think of like Mount Everest. And this is definitely, it's like a floating mountain amplified. So I guess my gripe would be I wish it was like a perfect huge mountain, but like we don't have the budget over here to do that or get a custom build. I just found like a cool peak in an amplified world, and that's what we're building with. It's above the clouds. It's the highest peak around in this area, it seemed like, which I think is good enough qualities to be able to call it a peak of a mountain. But just in case anybody was thinking that, I wanted to touch on it because I do kind of agree. Now let me offhand my torches so we can go ahead and light this part up down here, because I'm sure we'll be using this area to some extent underneath our huge like mountain peak. So I probably don't want monsters to be waiting under here every time I come down. So these torches will go a long way in helping with that. Why is there a baby zombie chasing me? Let's finish it off. I can't get over how ugly these things are. I don't know if I'm being too rude, but I think I just don't like change either. And like the zombies, I liked how the little baby zombies looked. They were annoying, but I don't know, just something about these zombies I don't like. Okay, all the zombies just ran into the sun. And where is my furnace? We have 16 iron I could melt, so I want to go ahead and do that now, so we can make the rest of our iron armor and stuff. And then I guess while we wait for that amount, I could pick a spot to have some sort of like tunnel all the way up there. I don't know where that's going to be exactly. I don't know where I want to come out either. I might just have to go up there first to decide. Honestly, after thinking about it for a minute, I could probably just make a way to get in here and up. And then that'd be good enough, and we can make a way to get over there next. Maybe we could make like a cute little bridge too. So how do we get up here as fast as possible? Water elevators aren't too bad, but obviously there's definitely faster ways. I saw something with like a cushion elevator, but the cushions aren't here like I said. Unfortunately, I'm on 26.2, so we can't do that. We could do like the old minecart version of it, but again, I don't think that'd be worth it. I mean, water elevator sounds the best, but we would definitely want to get magma or soul sand eventually to make it a bit faster, right? Because just an amplify, this is going to be so slow even still. And then if I do the water, where is that going to go in? I guess probably like we can make an entrance here diagonally, which would go inward like, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks. Then I'm going to place some torches on these walls right here. So I guess something like that. And then right here is where we can go up and down. So at the very bottom, we're going to place in some slabs to hold in the water source. And then we'll also have to dig just straight up. And as for falling all the way down, I guess we could just have more water here so you can kind of like fall. And then these 2 blocks would both be dug out. I guess that's kind of like the worst way to do it though, because there's not really a way to mine both these out easily. I guess we could mine upward like, wait, no, that wouldn't be good. Yeah, this is tricky. I don't think there's a good way to do it. Mining both of them from the top down would be, I think, the easiest, but then we'd have to get up there twice. Maybe let's start by getting a water bucket so we could place the water if we do mine one of them out. So there's water here. Well, not water, but buckets. We can get water in it. Wow, the skeleton just did 5 hearts of damage. That's kind of crazy. My iron also finished melting, so if we craft up boots and a helmet, we will be full armor now. That should help us a bit. And then can I get some water nearby? I have no idea how close the closest water source is. It looks like there's gonna be one down here. There is, but it's a very big drop. I feel like we could do better than that. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and look on the other side and just run away from the skeleton shooting me. If I don't have to fight it, I'm not going to. I guess I just have to mine straight up and then let some water all the way back down. And then at least I can climb back up in the water and then break the other one downward, if that makes sense. So I think this is the best way to do it. Oh wait, but then all this is gonna be floating here, right? I guess I should have done this on the other side, but whatever. I'll just finish it like this. It doesn't matter that much. I also need another water bucket so I can make the drop below me safe. I don't want to like jump in there and then die. That would literally be awful. That would be a crazy way to lose a world in all this progress. You know, I might break my shovel and pickaxe while mining all the way up here. Just feels like it's going on infinitely. You know, it feels like it's to the point where I should check if there's even anything above me that is surface. Okay, wait, we found some gravel. Oh, and it's still not the surface. Never mind. Okay, I think I finally hit the surface. Oh my goodness. And yes, it is right here. This looks like there's a tree here, which is honestly fine by me. Then, since I did this side instead of the other one, it's a little bit annoying. I'm gonna have to place a block above my head, mine down, break the block, and then replace it like that. But that should solve all the problems I do have with this current system. It's just gonna take me a little bit longer than it would have otherwise, which I'm fine with. So I am at the bottom, which means I can swim all the way to the top again. And then this block just won to the diagonal side. I don't know, wherever it is, it doesn't matter. You have to mine it straight down, which is where you will drop. That's what I was trying to say. And then there's be like a water at the very bottom of this. Still actually need to get the water, and I think I'm gonna do that next, just so I make sure I don't forget. Like I said, that'd be terrible if I forgot, and that's how we lost the world. Then let me make another stone pickaxe for now, just because I don't want to waste iron just yet. I mean, I only have 6. This is a lot of blocks to mine. So, of course, just right here is where we'll replace the water. And then I don't want to go there because I want to pick stuff up, so I'll just wait for it to despawn for a minute. And while I wait for that, I think it would probably be for the best if I try to get some more iron from nearby. Just because we don't have enough to even use iron tools at the moment. So let me see if that's possible. I mined up even more iron, which I'm going to put in my furnace now. We have 33 ingots, and I'm putting 29 more raw iron in there. So, I mean, after all that melts up, in total, we have, like, what, 60? Or pretty close to 60, somewhere around there. And I guess what we need to work on now is a bridge to get to this thing, to the top of that, which is going to take a while. But, I mean, I can definitely at least start. So let's go up my water elevator here and see what we're working with. And all the water is placed so we can jump straight down, which will be a very efficient way to get up. Well, not up, but I mean, that's pretty fast, but down is especially faster because there's water at the bottom there. I also have to remove this tree because I don't want to like be inside of the tree when I come up, but we're going to leave the rest of the trees. Or I guess we have to remove both of these two since they're kind of like literally right next to each other. I mean, also, sorry if it's been laggy. I just realized my render distance was still at 32. I think I had it at 32 in one of my previous videos, and then after I rendered it, there was a bunch of lag spikes. Even though there was like literally no lag spikes on my screen, and OBS usually tells me if there's like, I mean, I don't know anything about computers, but I guess like if there's too much like RAM or processing power being used by one thing so that it's laggy, if that makes sense. Like there's usually a warning that I can see on my other monitor, but I never saw that either. But I guess maybe that's what it was, or there was a rendering issue. Either way, if it has been happening, it should stop now if that was what was causing it. And then there's one tree chopped down right here, one more dark oak tree to go. So for right here, I guess the next step would be we need to go all the way across, right? Into this big amalgamation of a mountain, for lack of a better word. And where would the best place to do, or, yeah, I kind of messed up my English there, but we need to find a good place to do that. I think at the top of this hill could be pretty cool if we make like a staircase, then a bridge that goes all the way across. I mean, that seems like it pretty nice. It's just making that might prove to be a little bit more difficult than I would first think. I guess we could mine all this down like 2 blocks just to have more actual like room or surface to build on, as well as mine these trees, the oak one and then this dark oak tree. It's kind of blocking where the staircase would be to get up here. And then for the type of stairs I'm gonna use, I think I'll just make like, I mean, spruce is gonna be fine. I guess I gotta use like, I guess I could have used like cobblestone or something. And then we'll just make one straight line for now. I can make it more fancy in a bit. And then for this area, we want to have one spruce pillar here, one spruce pillar here, and it will go straight across into the mountain. And then that is where we will get into the actual base up there. So we haven't even started building the base yet. We're just building the way to get up to the base. That's how you know it's really high up. So that is one pillar. I think I'll end it right here. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Then we've got to do the other side. Then for the floor, let's just do, I guess once again, just some spruce planks would work good enough. All the way into the bottom around here. Then we'll have to decide on where we're gonna go up 2 from this area. Actually could use a little bit more dirt too, so we can block this side off. The stairs would look a bit better if I did something like that. So yeah, just like this. Oh, there's a zombie that spawned over there somehow too, coming towards me slowly. Okay, then for right here, we want to mine straight up. I think I want to place some stairs, and we're gonna have some more water, basically leading us all the way up to the rail base area. So we're just gonna have 2 slabs here, and then these will be the blocks that will eventually have a bunch of water in them. I don't have any dirt to stack up though, so maybe I should get some first. Or I could use cobblestone, but cobblestone takes a lot longer to break, so I think I would rather get some dirt. And we can test this. Hopefully it works. It does work, which is good news. Okay, then as for getting some dirt, where should we collect it from? There's the iron. We're at 59 right now. I think I have to make just a temporary chest at the bottom of this place for a couple of things. And I can put stuff that makes sense down here, like saplings. We're not going to grow saplings at the top of our base, so we can put saplings here. Probably the same for sugarcane. And then that's honestly good enough for now. I mean, we just needed a couple spaces. Let me make an iron shovel for when my stone one breaks, so we can keep mining too. And probably just like a stack of dirt is going to be more than enough. And we'll end up using the dirt too for terraforming. So it's for the good, for the better cause. I don't know what the saying is, but let's also melt our 7 beef. For the greater good, that's what I was trying to think of. Well, I actually ended up mining almost 2 stacks, which I definitely don't need right now. But again, I mean, I will use it at some point, so it doesn't matter. I got a little bit carried away. And then my beef is done melting, so we can keep eating that. And then we have 15 pork chops too, so I'm doing pretty good on food overall. And the reason I got the dirt, of course, is to mine straight up, place the block next to me, then we'll break both blocks down. Oh, you know though? I need to go all the way back down though, because we need 2 water buckets. So I kind of forgot about that. And now that I do have my 2 water buckets, I can go ahead and stack all the way back up here. And then I'll let the water down when we're at the top. I don't know how long that'll take though. Okay, then on these blocks, we'll put 1 water in each. Then let's swim to the bottom to double check it. I just can't go too fast or we'll fall through the bottom like that. I mean, I thought I was going to, but I knew I was low enough to the point it wouldn't matter. And then I guess place some torches around this area at least. So we don't like run down here if it's nighttime like right now by accident. And then there's just like a bunch of creepers or something waiting. So I want to make some kind of entrance here at the top that looks a little more fancy. So I'm going to start by mining out some extra blocks around here and make it into a 3x3. Then we can add in like an outline stuff of course after. But for now, let's just mine all this out to have a bigger area to walk through. And we'll work from there. Also, I think this is being mined up 1 more block. Then we got to move the water up a block as well. So that should do the trick. Okay, yeah, it does seem like it did. So we can mine all this stone around it now without letting it all spill out. And now that I guess we have the 3x3, where do I go from here? I don't know, it's pretty tricky. Could start building the outline, which would just be some spruce wood, I guess. And then we probably want to extend 1 block above it and over like this, so it makes it look a little bit more fancy. We want these blocks to go all the way into the ground as well. And then, yeah, I mean, I guess something like that. These could also be turned into stone blocks. We'll just leave cobblestone for now. And then we probably want some sort of path. So how do we do that part? Maybe with just some spruce wood again. The path can be like too wide because we don't have a lot of space to work with. I guess that would look something like this to start off. I don't know how we would do the railings. And then we wanted to go all the way across the side of the mountain to slowly get us up to the top. I mean, I think so. Or I guess we could just have a small area down here, then you could go up more from here. We could also go peek at the top to see what we're working with, because I haven't actually been up there yet. Oh, yeah, it goes way more higher. Okay, a spear zombie on a cliff like this definitely is way too dangerous, but I somehow survived. Yeah, so I think to start off, we probably would want first to make this platform. We gotta place these in between these blocks, though. And then that would basically extend, I don't know, somewhere over here. Like, let's mine into the wall a bit too to give ourselves some more space, because it's already so steep. This can be mined down, this can be mined down. Then probably keep everything else, honestly. I could probably just mine this floor out too and have it be spruce. I think that's a little bit more fancy. So I can go ahead and get that out of the way right now. Start having things look a little bit better around here. And some more iron, which is always a good thing. I think we have 50, right? Yeah, 57. But still, you know, I'm not going to turn down free iron. Okay, I want to kind of turn this enough to the point where I can have it look better, if that makes sense. So we need to kind have this pillar come over here. And that's fine. And then I guess we can indent it 2 blocks here. Okay, yeah, so far so good. I mean, it's a little bit tight there, but what can you do? And then once again, we can have it come over like 3 blocks. So then the next pillar would be... No, wait, it would be right here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So let me jump all the way down there. That almost killed me. I mean, I didn't think I'd get that low. I knew I would get close, but... Also, am I gonna strip all these blocks? I might just strip the wood up the mountain a little bit more and leave this normal. Okay, these are all gonna be stairs, by the way, facing outward to have a little bit more texture. So we can place the stairs we do have in here already, get a better idea of what it's looking like. And I do think it's looking good. And then this again would probably go over like what, 2 blocks. We'd have another pillar. Let me eat my steak. Then we can bridge right back up. Then I think we're almost done with this platform. And I'm almost out of spruce wood. So we want to go 3 blocks over for this. That's the 4th block. Then, yeah, I think we're good. This would be another one over here. Then that's the full platform over here done. Oh, I'm getting shot at by somebody. A skeleton. Oh, there's a creeper up here too. This is dangerous. Getting really low just from the skeleton. The skeleton is dead. We just have to make sure we don't let this creeper explode, which should be easy. Okay, let me just place this pillar. Oh, actually, I'm gonna die if I jump down there. I can jump on this ledge block, and then this is where we will build up. And I'm also out of spruce wood now, so we're gonna have to take a break regardless. I could fix this though, because I ended up placing some of it wrong from panicking. And there's a zombie coming towards me. If it could get any worse. Or if it couldn't get any worse. I think that's what I'm meaning to say. I do have enough spruce to make these stairs, so I'm gonna do that so I can finish placing all this stuff. And then I also want to make a crafting table and probably like a chest, and we can just put it in this wall. So we have some kind of storage up here. 2 torches here too to light everything up. And then 1 crafting table, 1 stone cutter, and 1... Wait, what else was I gonna make? Oh yeah, a chest. I can place a furnace in here too later. In the chest we can just place some extra like really random blocks. All this stuff is good to go in here for now. Some extra dark oak wood. Gonna need to mine more spruce wood, so we're gonna have to plant our saplings, which I did leave down there. And then with this, yes, I wanted to craft a couple of stairs. 12? I don't know, is that enough? Let me find out. And I placed one wrong already. And it fell down there. Okay, we're not getting that back. 1, 2, 3. I don't have quite enough, but honestly, that's good enough for me for now. Can I make more torches? I don't think I put coal in here. Yeah, I guess I don't have any on me, unfortunately. So there might be some stuff up here when we come back. Let me sleep as soon as I can to try to help with it as much as I am able to. And there's actually some coal right down here by my little base area. I do have my spruce saplings on me too. I'm gonna find an area that I can plant these down so I can let them start growing. I don't believe I have any bones, so we're gonna have to do the old-fashioned way of waiting. Is there actually room down here, like under this whole thing? Yeah, I mean, there's definitely room for a tree to grow in this area. I just have to make sure there's enough light, so I might as well make those torches now for down here and up there. 44, okay, that's good enough. Let's place like one right next to it. Hopefully that would help. And then let's place down one more actual tree. Probably just like this area. Maybe a torch on each corner. I'll chop down this oak tree right here for good measure. It's a little bit too close for comfort. Oh yeah, I should probably also go ahead and place some sugar cane. But I don't believe I have an infinite water source somehow yet. So let me go get one of those. Maybe I can place it in like right here. And then kind of slab it off. Okay, and those are placed in. We just click the corner and we get free water. We can also like block it off here so you can't fall in. A little bit fancy like that. And finally, we could add in one more tree right here. We just gotta remove this one. But I mean, I can at least plant it down so it can start trying to grow. And then we will remove this while we wait. Okay, well, I'm still waiting all 3 of these trees to grow, so I feel like I might as well go up and do something else. I mean, I guess I could go into a cave or something, but we have a stack of iron almost, which is more than enough for now. I just think getting started on building some more stuff up there would be better. But then again, I guess we kind of need, what is it called? Yeah, spruce wood to keep building. So, I mean, why not? Let's just use a bone meal and see if we can grow this then. Okay, we did grow at least 1 tree. We have 5 left, which isn't very promising. But fingers crossed that one of the trees just grow by themselves while we're mining this one down. I just finished 1 tree, and like I had hoped, another one just grew next to me, so we're going to mine that down too. I already have a tiny bit over a stack, so this should definitely certify 2 stacks for us, which will help us get a pretty good amount of progress up there on the base, I think. at least the first little bridge layer. While that tree has been chopped and we're at 21 saplings, I might just wait like 1 second to pick up a couple more of these and I'll go up with my 2 stacks and 18 spruce logs. Then again, I think I have waited for enough saplings. 22 is more than enough to just have here. Plus the 12 planted down. I mean, we're doing pretty good on saplings. Okay, there's a skeleton shooting me instantly when I got up here. And a zombie? Oh my goodness, what is going on? Oh yeah, but I guess I wanted the torches for this exact reason. I think for now I'll just probably... No. How did that creeper get over to me so quick? I swear, creepers... I mean, actually, I was about to say creepers are my least favorite mob, but... skeletons are so bad to the point that... creepers versus skeletons being the worst mob in Minecraft. Like, most annoying, I guess. I don't actually hate any of them, but... like, wow, I mean, they both put up a good fight for being the most annoying. I guess, though, when you actually have gear, the skeletons don't really matter at all, but... I mean, it doesn't matter if you have full netherite, sharpness, protection, a creeper is still going to explode and make a hole in your base. So I'd say overall, creepers probably take the cake by a little bit, but especially early game skeletons are so annoying, oh my gosh. And if you're better, I guess I'm pretty newbie. If you don't suck as bad as me, it might not be as big of a deal. So, creepers do have one. I'm going to hide a couple of torches behind blocks up here, just for now, because, you know, of course I don't want stuff spawning if I can help it. I guess one more can go here, but it's just hard to hide torches. It might just be a necessary evil. No, I'm overusing that saying now. It might just be something that we can't help, honestly, the creeper spawning, or monster spawning above us. I guess we could make a roof on this thing. I mean, that could definitely be an option. I guess we can place in one more thing here. We need one more set of stairs, too, to just finish this off for now. And I failed crafting those. Alright, there we go. Second time is the charm. Let's place it there, and then... I want a staircase too, probably storing somewhere in this area, like maybe just right here, for example. You have 2 little logs right here. And then maybe that'll lead all the way up. I don't actually know yet because I'm going to have to like look and decide, but I guess for now we can at least put those 2 things in. You know, I think this is also too steep if we did decide to be right here, maybe. Yeah, that is probably too steep. But then again, what would we do about that? I mean, make it go up this way, then this way? Yeah, that's tricky. Okay, I do actually think the best thing to do would be moving these over like at least 2 blocks for now. Then hopefully that gives us some more room to have these tiers go up at a little bit of a better angle so we can get up there faster and have more room once we do actually get up there to build something. So this is the 1 block, 2. I guess we could try right here for the time being. Okay, then the stairs will go right across on the front again. I only have 1 stair left for now, but I mean, we can just craft more in a second. And then this platform would go all the way over here. And we also do need more just spruce planks. Oh, those will be stairs right there. I guess it actually doesn't matter because it's the last block, so we can just keep it like that. Okay, so then a better spot for these stairs. Let's remove all of this. And I think I need to clear some inventory space because I can't even hold the blocks that just dropped in the ground there. Let's put away some cobblestone, dark oak, and sugarcane, yes, for now. And then as for a new spot for the stairs, let's like actually bring in 1 block over this way as well. Just to fit in as much room as we possibly can to get up there. And then what did we need? We need stairs. We can craft a bunch of those just so we have them. More planks. Then let me continue building with all this. And then some of the stairs have to go on the side of this as well. Oh, actually, these blocks too were supposed to be stairs. I guess I forgot. I mean, it's such a tiny detail, doesn't really matter. Okay, then yeah, I'm bringing these stairs up all the way like this, just 1 block at a time, and I'm going to decide on a layer to end it off at. I don't actually know which layer yet, but it was definitely a good idea to push them back a block or 2. We just have so much more room to work with. Okay, I want to go ahead and make, what is it even called? Some fence gates, yeah. And they have to be spruce fence gates, so... Well, then again, I guess if I'm going to make sticks, we probably should make it with spruce too, because it's just way easier to get spruce. Alright, 48 fences. I was actually trying to make fence gates though, so oops. There you go, fence gates, 14 of them, and I want to place them across the edges here. And then also just look at this view, how crazy this is. This world looks so sick with the clouds above everything. That's why I thought a peak of a mountain type thing would be really cool. I was trying to come up with a more unique video idea, and my mountain video did so well. If any of you remember that one. Okay, well, a creeper just exploded this area, and I lost a lot of dirt. Let me place this back in, because I kind of wanted to keep it. how it was before. I guess I could actually even it out a little bit more so we have more room to walk and stuff. That would definitely not be a bad idea. We could make this into a mega tree as well, if you want to just bring it all the way down to here. Okay, I wonder if I can bring another pillar over here and then kind of box this area in once again. I don't know, there's almost not enough space, honestly. Maybe we can make it go further back, which is probably the best thing to do. Especially because then we can hide some more torches where there's not a bunch of monsters above us. I don't also want to go back too crazy far, but something like this should be more than enough. We just want to get it over this little ledge while looking good. So yeah, let's try a block right here. And then we can go out probably like 3 more blocks. Then I'll go ahead and close it off after that. So yeah, let's end it off. I guess I could do like diagonal. Wonder if that looks good. Then what would the stair look like though? Maybe we have to place it like this. Sure, I mean, why not? That looks fine, I guess. And then we can kind of end that platform for now, I think. We just have to fill in all of these blocks behind. Well, on the floor, I should say, with these spruce planks instead. I want to make some lanterns too, but I also need to sleep so we don't have anything spawning nearby. So I will do that right after I craft these. Okay, then with the lanterns, we're going to place them on each of these posts, which will light this whole base up and help it so monsters aren't going to be spawning in. And I'm out of fence gates. I am out of fence gates, okay? That's alright, we can keep placing these. And that was the last lantern I did have for now. For this area, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I think building some sort of... I mean, what would you even call it? Like a barrier around here would be cool, but I don't want it to be like wood. I think like a cute garden here would be really nice. I just don't know how to accomplish that on these edge blocks specifically. So I guess I'll just keep thinking about it. Then over here, I wonder if we could have like a bridge or just a pathway, because this area looks really cool too, honestly, with this like single tree over to the side. Okay, and then right here, I want to also place in some stairs because we forgot them. And then of course the other side, I do think it'd be cool. We have a path over here, and then actually we could have a bridge maybe from this island to that island, like diagonally, which would mean we have to remove this tree because it's kind of in the way of where a bridge would go. And then this bigger tree can honestly just stay there. It makes it look better anyway. But then we have to continue flattening this out so there's something to walk on, including this ginormous hill right here. Let me get my torches back in my offhand because we can actually place like 3 or 4 in this wall area and stop a lot of monsters from spawning. This is like the back of the thing, probably, so I don't really care if torches are placed not perfectly. The main purpose of them is to make monsters not spawn. And my shovel broke, so I need to throw out 9 cobble, some leaf litter, then I should be able to craft another shovel again. There we go. Let's also craft a pickaxe. Then I should probably honestly expand this bridge a tiny bit, or not even bridge, it's literally just like the land connecting these 2 areas. I think just like that's honestly good enough for now. And then we could place like 2 stairs here. I think that's good enough. Maybe some blocks on this cliff side, make it a little bit taller, so you have a little bit of wiggle room from falling off. I mean, right here it goes straight down. My only chance of survival would be placing a water bucket at my feet, which is not going to happen. You know, actually, I would hit it, honestly. I'm pretty good at it. Then right around here, we can just expand this a little bit to have like this lower layer. And then we can kind of cover up this tree too. I think it looks better when you can't see the dirt under the roots. Okay, so that is a start, definitely, but I definitely want to make it better too. So something more like this. Yeah, maybe that's good. I guess I should just go ahead and finish this part 2. So what we would need for that is just some more fence gates, which I should be able to make. I get 15 of them. I need to go get more spruce wood soon. Have my trees grown? Can I see down there? Not from this angle, I can't see down there, but I think I can from the other spot. So with the other 6 of these, let's place 1 path here, 1 path here, and then for this block, since it's diagonal, like honestly, I think we should just do a slab, something like that. That works good enough, I think. And then yeah, I need to keep placing this whole floor here. That's what I'll use the rest of my spruce on. Well, then again, I guess I'm gonna end it like somewhere around this area. So I wanted like a grass thing you could walk on. So let me kind of blend this path together. We'll add in some grass randomly on these outskirts diagonally. Then maybe like 1 spruce block here, 1 spruce block here. Maybe like 1 more there. So yeah, that should blend the path a bit better. Then we need it to spread there, so I'll place a grass so I can grow on top of it, if that makes sense. Alright, and then this is lit up? Yeah, lit up, so nothing should spawn there. This is a very tight path too, so we could probably expand it around this tree just a little bit. Then have a little ledge here in case you do fall off. Okay, that's better. I think something like that is the best though. So maybe let's forget the ledge. Let's just hope that we don't fall. And then diagonally, I think from right here that would work. Because how do we even start a diagonal bridge? Yeah, I mean, this angle you can't really start because there's a tree behind me, right? I could start one pillar here and then 2 blocks over. And then, yeah, I guess that'd be diagonal to some extent. Then how big would that be? 2 blocks, 2 blocks. Yeah, I would be doing that right, okay. And then the ledges, I don't know what I'll do. Guess we could place like stairs like that, right? I'm gonna decide that after and just do the main platform so I can get to the other side and see if this lines up correctly. I mean, if it does line up, I'll have to rebuild it, which hopefully isn't the case because that'd be really painful. But it honestly, it looks like it's gonna line up so far. Let me have another check. It's gonna be really close. We could terraform a bit though to kind of make it work. And I'm almost out of spruce. 39 blocks left. It might be just enough to get over there. Okay, I can actually break this grass block now because I guess all of this spread has been too long, so I'm impressed by that. Then over here, I want to go get spruce still in a second, but I should also just break at least this birch tree in the middle because I want to build a house here. I think that'd be cool. And we definitely cannot do it if there's a big tree right here. I could leave the tree to my left and get this one. I like how both of them look, so it's kind of tricky to decide. But then again, if I want to build anything up here, we're going to have to remove something. I can also make it a little bit more steep, so we have way more room to build with. So if I want to do that now, we can definitely start. I have a lot of dirt on me, so... And I'll slowly make the cliff go back to normal, like something like that I think is better. We definitely gained a couple of blocks. And then if we can make a little bit of a fake overhang here to gain some more blocks on this edge, definitely think that'd be beneficial too. Did that instantly grow? Why am I getting so lucky with my grass? Is that even possible? I don't know. Definitely pretty weird. Okay, is that good enough? I don't know how this looks, so we're obviously gonna have to test it and look at some point. But I think that would be fine. My axe is also about to break, but I'm gonna start chopping down this tree. And then I can just make another one. And then also, I think this tree's technically connected to this tree. Oh yeah, by one corner of a block. Okay, that's fine. Let's just break that then. And I'll break this, I'll let it decay, and we'll go get spruce while I wait for that to happen. And then I can try to hopefully build something up here. Maybe that'll be the first thing I build, and then we can go to the top of this mountain soon and build something else there. And I've made my way all the way back to the bottom. I just gotta jump down my water chute. And then, where do I go next? Well, yeah, I have to chop down the trees. I low-key forgot for a second there. Do I have enough inventory room? I think I definitely do. Let's get to it then. I'm gonna start by chopping down the one with the most leaves, which is honestly none of them. I don't know why none of these grew with 0 leaves on top. Hopefully we get at least a couple saplings back. I broke one of my axes, and I think I got all 3 trees, but there's another one that grew in here, so I mean I might as well get that too. That's what I'm gonna do now. Just stocking up as much wood as possible so we can focus on building more. This iron axe is really slow though, so maybe we should upgrade some at some point, maybe find some diamonds. But then again, it's not necessary, so who knows what I'll do. Alright, now that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 stacks of spruce, let's go ahead and go back up to the base. Oh wait, but then again, I just realized my food situation. I have 4 pork chop left. Maybe I should get some more food first then. I mean, I won't have to come all the way back down here, which I would have to, because 4 food is not going to last me very long. Especially if we bump into like a skeleton or a monster, then that food is going to last me like 15 seconds. I don't remember which way I've got animals already, so I'll just I'll just head a random way. Just hope it works out. There's a sheep down here. I could try going that way. But now that I have my food, I'm back up here. I think I can start trying to make some sort of house. Possibly. I just don't know how I should make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I guess we have to do 7 blocks. But probably move this over 1 more, because actually the roof is going to be a problem. Well, actually, we'd have to start the house like right here. If I don't want to bump into the tree. Can we do that? How small would it have to be? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blocks is definitely too tiny for a house. So I guess we have to remove this tree then. We could always replant it though. So let me go ahead and do that now. Then just for I don't mess anything up too badly, let's place that in here. And I need some more stairs. Let me go give my inventory clutter a little bit though, so I can place these things easier. But I guess I can chop this down first for we have some time for the leaves to decay too. Oh my gosh, I was about to record and say we could finish this side here, and then a creeper jumped me out of nowhere. I have to be so careful around this area. Maybe I could put like a fence above me or something. I don't know, I just don't know what would look good, if anything. Okay, so let's place in 3 stairs here. Then we need the spruce block right on the back. And then, yeah, I guess we can break out a little bit of this wall down to like right here. Replace this with some spruce planks for the floor. I'll just use stairs because that's all I have. And then we need a couple more trapdoors, but we can just place in like fence for now because I don't have any. And then right here I have like, no, not 2 blocks left. Those blocks are actually a part of this thing. Then I would need another set of stairs. So let me just get that out of the way. That would go right here. And then I need 1 slab. Probably just shouldn't be throwing everything out after I'm done with it. We can keep it for now. Okay, there we go. So the bridge is done now, I believe. It kind of turns to the side and you connect up with all of this. I can break all of the leaf litter on the ground so we have more room to actually place the blocks. That would end up being really annoying if we didn't remove it. Then my crafting table, let's stick that instead of leaf litter. I'm not going to use leaf litter, but it is a nice addition to the ground. It makes it look a lot more full, I guess would be the right word. Okay, and then let's move this back over to somewhere around this block it looks like we can do. Or maybe this one for, it's not too close to that. Staircase bridge, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're really close to the edge here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then how long? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think 9 blocks would be long enough. I'm just gonna double check that counted it right, which I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this wall is going to be floating over the void, unfortunately, but what can you do? We have such little space to work with already. And then let me check if this is actually what I want, then I can make like the floor, turn it into actual spruce wood. Let's build these pillars like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 high for now? Maybe 5 high? Let's just connect up the front. That'll give me a better idea. Okay, then with all of that being done and connected, I guess I can break these because we're going to have a normal roof, so that wouldn't really work. You know, what if we do something like this for the roof right here too? So it's kind of like these blocks going all the way across. And I think I'll also strip these blocks for the look a little bit better. And I just need 1 more wood right here. And my axe did finally break. That's going to start happening a lot more from stripping spruce too, because there's 1 durability per block, which does add up. And then the whole front, we can go through and do that and add it in. And then let's go over to our little ledge there and see, does this look good, bad, or maybe somewhere in between? Okay, then at the top here, I think I want to place in probably maybe a spruce stair outline, and then we can do like maybe like cobblestone or andesite in the middle just to change it up a bit. I mean, let's just place stuff and try it first. I don't know what I'll end up doing for sure. All right, then we bring this all the way across and all the way up on the front. Okay, that's not bad. And I don't have andesite or stone on me right now, but I think andesite would probably look the best if I had to guess. But let me continue this like main outline, starting with the stairs and the pillars on all 4 corners. Then we can kind of strip the blocks as we place them now too, since I've decided that's what I'm going for. Okay, so I finished the front side. Let's put one right here too. And then we can kind of like slope it down with a cobblestone, then like a slab layer across. If that makes any sense, it's okay if it doesn't. And then let's place in the next part right here, which would be the backside needs the like sloped roof. I don't even know what this is actually called, but I'm sure there's a word for it. Then we got to go through and strip all of those and then break the dirt I just placed underneath. Okay, I can't quite reach that last one. And then we can finish these stairs right here too. Looks like I'm gonna need to craft some more though, which is definitely fine by me. I'm also, did I put some spruce away in a chest? I must have, because I don't think I would be out already. Let me go look for that at my base then. And I want to get andesite as soon as possible, but at the same time, I don't want to go all the way back down just for andesite, because it's like, it does genuinely take a while to get back up because of how far it is. Okay, yeah, that looks good to me. Let's go have another look while we look for my, I don't know what is with me lately, forgetting everything I'm trying to say. Looking for my spruce, that's what I was trying to go for. Should be in a chest. Maybe any of you guys remember. And there's more zombies up there trying to chase me. At some point, Creeper's gonna explode something and it's gonna make me upset. but it's just bound to happen, I guess. Okay, we do have plenty of more cobblestone here. The andesite issue, though, is not fixed. I'm just gonna kind of put that aside for now. And here's that zombie from a second ago. Yeah, these walls are high, but of course, that's so dark up there, and I really don't know if I can do anything about it. I guess when we get to building that area, we'll kind of try to come up with some solutions, but for now, it's okay. I wonder if it'd look cool, too, if we have, like, a fence around this area, kind of blocking this all in. I don't know, I mean, maybe it would. I can test it. Maybe have it link up to some pillars on both sides, just like that. Either way, this is the house from over here. I think we can get a better look from this spot. I think this is where I looked at it from originally. Okay, that's not bad. I think especially when we place our roof in, it will really come to life more. But let's do maybe this wall, since we don't have the stone. But then again, I'll probably build the walls out of stone too. So maybe we just have to kind of bite the bullet and go get some. Yeah, I just think with my process of building, for me, seeing the stone there and getting that part done first would make it a lot easier to build. So for those reasons, I'm going to go ahead and go get some andesite first before I do anything else. And let me actually make a furnace up here finally. Place my iron in that while we're gone. And then let me just take like a 5 extra coal for some torches in case I go in like a cave so you guys can see a bit better. And then that should be it for now. We can make some extra sticks, I guess, with this. Wool is going to be useful because I want to use that in the build too at the top. I'll show you guys later, but that should be everything I need at the moment. So we're going all the way back down. There's a bunch of mountains around here, so I'm hoping I can find a spot with an andesite patch, but... Oh wait, there's one right here. I was about to say I've been a little bit unlucky, it seems. There's also a cave here. If I can go ahead and maybe steal some of that iron and coal. I mean, I have a good amount of iron, but like, we're definitely gonna need more, especially with all the lanterns we're gonna use, probably. Honestly, let's just let this creeper explode some of the coal for us. It did not explode a single piece of the coal. It's okay. I'll just have to mine it. I think I'm pretty low on coal. There's some diorite in this cave too, but I don't see myself using diorite this video. I could be wrong though, but diorite's also easier to find because it really sticks out. But andesite, low-key, from the angle you're looking at, it kind of matches sometimes. And there's literally 3 skeletons here. If they're shooting each other, I should just let that happen. Okay, that guy missed 2 arrows on me too. So I'm actually doing really well on health. Well, let's grab this coal right here too in the corner of this bigger cave area. Ooh, some more iron too. There's also so many skeletons in this cave, but getting some free bones right now is nice, so I'll probably end up using some later to duplicate flowers or start a farm or something like that. It's always really hard to get bones. Like, if you need a lot of them, you usually just have to go to the nether for bone blocks. Because there's 1 skeleton dropping 1 bone. Oh my gosh, there's 5 skeletons. Good thing I could get out of there. Could have been really bad. I think they're still chasing me though. Well, maybe they'll shoot each other a bit. Let me just hide and get this iron right here. So I guess I'm really close to the surface because I hear the rain above me. Okay, I got 1 skeleton. I don't know how many of them died from each other. Maybe just 1 or 2. I'm actually starting to get low though, so I gotta get another piece of pork chop before I fight. Okay, there we go, another one. We're up to 9 bones. I wasn't even coming here for bones, but definitely take it. A bow too, I mean, bow and 14 arrows, we could use that. Get some creepers hiding in some dark spots. But let me make my way back to the top of this cave so we can get what we were actually coming for, which is the andesite. And I've made it back, so let me continue melting some stuff. We have a bunch of blocks here that I can start building with. Let me make a stack of andesite stairs. Well, I guess I have the stone cutter right here. I could literally be using that. There we go. So we get a little bit more. And then I also want to melt up some stones. We can just have stone stairs as well. So let's just start melting a stack of cobblestone so that's ready when we need it. And then I can make my way over here and start placing in some of the roof. Let's see how this starts looking. Starting with this bottom layer. I might just do this full side and we can add in some like stone after if I want to. Got like a fireplace or something, but I don't know if that's on my A grade. It might be too complicated for me. Maybe I should try though. I bet it would be too difficult. And then for the very top layer, since we're kind of getting there, it'll be like this. And then we'll have a line of stairs, or not stairs, but slabs. I don't actually have slabs on me right now though, so I gotta craft some. I don't have wood to make a crafting table. I actually have a crafting table right here though. Would the stone cutter be better for slabs? Probably, but I'm not near my stone cutter right now. So we're gonna use a crafting table. Then let's place this line. Then one side of this roof is done except for the texturing or like a fireplace if we added or whatever. And let's see how that starts looking. Okay, also, I kind of want to move this up by 1 block on the front. Kind of expanding it as much as I can. just for there's a little bit more room near the front door. I think the bottom half is gonna look a little bit odd, but I can get down there at some point and place in a couple extra blocks. Or I mean, even right now, I could do that a little bit. Just something like this, I guess. I don't know, you know, I'll have to touch it up later too, but for now, I feel like that works. But then I will have to place some stairs at the front of these bottom pillars. Or not have to, but that might look cool. So I'm gonna try it. So I feel like it's a little bit too like square and perfect. So I do think having these could help with that a little bit, hopefully. Maybe just adding the wall would be enough too, I mean, I don't know. And then the wall, let's do it 1 block back so we have all that extra depth. And we're just going to place it in a full andesite wall for now. We can kind of edit it starting now, but just as a basis, I think it's going to be important to get that down. Then let's also go ahead and do that to the front side. And I believe I was melting some stone, so we can go ahead and go get that. I can also mine a tiny little hole for the doorway. This is so thin still, so I mean, what can you do about it though? It's just such a small base. I guess we could try to push out 1 more block, like right here especially. It's gonna have, but it's gonna need a lot of terraforming below us if I go with this route. But yeah, I mean, that's already a lot better. I think it's worth it to try to terraform it to have this little cliff come out 1 more. I think I had like 30 pieces of stone, which isn't terrible, but I made 12 pieces of stone brick to start because I kind of feel like it could be a cool design to go with more of a... I can't think of the word right now, but I guess in a way symmetrical kind of look rather than the gradient type of thing I try, like the randomly placed gradient, I mean. So like stone brick at the very bottom, for example. And yeah, I think that's already looking pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish it with the rest of the stone I have. Let's make a couple more stone bricks. That will do for now if we're just doing this side. Then is there anything else I can add in these windows? Or not windows, the walls. I think I'm thinking about windows, but I mean, I would say that looks pretty good, yeah. Can't necessarily think of anything, but that roof definitely needs to be mixed up a bit. Like, I know I'm not working on it necessarily right now, but it's kind of giving me an ick looking at it. So let's go ahead and start replacing at least a little portion of this with some stone that we have. Alright, so yeah, that already is going to help it look a bit better. Let's do this block as well. And then if we go back to the same spot we were just looking from, I mean, that's already a huge difference. We need to mix up way more though. Maybe some stone brick too on some parts. Or we could do like a full grading, like 1 side to the next. Maybe stone brick stairs at the bottom too, but I don't want to be too repetitive as a thing. I mean, I don't think I am, but definitely gotta keep my mind on it to make sure I'm not going too far. Yeah, the bottom we're just gonna have to work with another time. Anyways though, the windows. Let's see, these are going to be a part of the walls because they're the very corners, so we really only have a couple options. We could have just 2 wide windows. I don't know how tall they're going to be. And then there's going to be 1 gap in between them. I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. I think that could work. I want to go ahead and add in this bottom block though, so we're going to need to use some of our stone, which we actually do not have anymore. I ran out. So let's go get some more of that. And also, I guess just peek. How's this coming along? You know, I don't actually like that much. What if we just push over 1 block? I know it's going to be literally like the walls right here, but I do think that could make it look better. It's just the spacing looked so weird. Yeah, that's probably better, honestly. Okay, 40 more stone. So with that, I want to make a couple of stone brick stairs to try to place us at the bottom. And I guess I can go start and try that first and kind of see where that takes me before I decide on the next thing I should do. And with the stairs placed in at the very bottom there, that's what it's looking like. Obviously, it's nothing special. Almost kind of looks like a space if you think about it. But we need to continue with the front now. I do want to place a wall up here, like I said. Otherwise, though, the front... could definitely place a floor in here. That would help the interior a lot. And I guess we kind of have to do that before we do anything else. Then additionally, if we want to make some stone bricks, maybe not all of our stone, though. We want to keep a little bit, where we can build other stuff right now, but we can kind of bring around this entire outline with the very bottom block since we decided on using that. And then wow, okay, this is floating for a large majority of this floor, so I'm gonna try to fix that a tiny bit too. This is the backside, but I still care about the backside a little bit. I want it to look as good as possible, so we're gonna start by filling this in so the wood isn't gonna be sticking out. I think that is a good start. And if we go around the house, oh yeah, this is bad. Let's add in like at least one block here. And then on this one as well. I think that's fine. You know, we could even play into that too and have it like, instead of being grass here and expanding this, we could just have like a wood platform going around this side of the build, if that makes sense. Which could be pretty cool. I guess I could have done that for the front of the house as well. But I think expanding a little bit was the better option anyway. And I need to go get my spruce planks. I think I left all of them in my chest for some reason. And now that I do have that, we can place that all in and finish the floor here. As for what I'm doing next, I actually have no idea yet. I guess I can think of that now. Probably would be nice to get some sort of door working. I'm not sure how I should go about that though. It's kind of a tricky decision. What if I should have like some fence in these corners just to spice it up a bit to add something new? Or should this door come out an extra block? Something like that. I wonder if that could be worth it. Honestly, I don't think so. I think that makes it look worse. Let's just stick with the usual right here, the single block indented or whatever. And then maybe we can have like a door. Just for, you know, get that out the way, I guess, already. So let's place that backwards, just like that. Then the block right here does kind of look weird. So why don't we make a little bit of like a patio or something coming out. Maybe connect it to this very front edge. We could also kind of make it strip spruce to reinforce the idea that it is kind of like the corners. I think that would help a little bit. And should we keep it as a darker block? I guess we could, honestly. I mean, I don't see a problem with that. Then we go inside. And could we have 2 more windows here? I think we could. I think it would also make it look better. We could remove these as well to kind of have some stairs and trapdoors, which might end up looking better than what we're doing now. Then we could place stairs, but maybe we skip the stairs for like underneath these glass blocks. Okay, the trapdoors. We also need to make more wood to make more trapdoors because that is not enough. And then we're going to go across these sides in the very top. The bottom is not going to get any, of course, though. And that's what that kind of looks like after, which I think is pretty good, yeah. We don't have glass, so I'm not going to do any windows right now. That doesn't mean I can't do other stuff. How's the roof looking? We definitely have more stone to play around with too now. It's not bad, definitely not terrible. I want to add another ginormous stone stair area though somewhere, because this is just still way too much andesite. We need to cut this up a bit. Or maybe not even a huge area. Maybe I just have to do just more stone mixed in general. Might be better in the first place to focus on. Okay, let's do that here. Some more. Maybe connect this with the other branch. Just random blocks throughout the middle as well. 2 here. Some on the very side. And with those changes so far, this is what it's looking like. I do think that is definitely a better 100%. But it's still missing something. You know, this house still feels very plain to me. I can't put my finger on what it is or what I could do to help it. I wonder if we add in some like stairs like that up and down. Does that look better than the block on top? I don't know. Does it? I wonder if I could do like a more special design as well. Like almost something like this, I guess. But then the glass is going to be like missing in a block, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that's going to look good. I definitely like the shape of it though. Like I'm all for that. Maybe we can have no glass on these windows. I mean, that could be the case. That could work. For the middle here, we could have a spruce fence. And then what if we have like, maybe like a wall on the top and bottom? Like this little pillar type of thing. I don't know, do I like that? I think I do, for now. I'll probably end up removing it, to be completely honest. I could add like farm bushes here too. Will I? I don't know. I mean, I could do it, but I just think it looks fine as is though. And then for all the other sides, we can start placing some walls just of the like full andesite to get them in. Because once we check this build off the list, we can fully focus on something else. So, I mean, if I can finish, I would love to. I also need to do the other side of this roof, which I'm going to start on now. Placing in some random andesite first. Kind of making the gradient as we go this time instead. So I don't have to go back through and change it. Which means we do need to make some stone stairs. And I just almost jumped off the cliff. Well, not almost, but I was just close. I would not have fallen off the cliff, guys. Okay, some stone here. Mix it in the middle of this area as well. So the other side is essentially finished, except like a couple more spots that needed more stone stairs for. The roof is like a big work in progress still, but that's because I need to get the wool and stuff, which I guess we can go try to do now a little bit. Or we can make a wheat farm so we actually have wheat in the first place. And to make a wheat farm, we have to decide where do we want it. So maybe that'll be the next step, and we can kind of just leave this house for now. Because we need the glass, we need the stone, we need the wool. So just a couple of things we're waiting on, but I really like how this thing turned out so far. I want to add a chimney, even if I have to like look it up on Pinterest or something, and like take a lot of inspiration, I want to add it. Just for there's something else on the roof. And while I'm back over here, I can go ahead and grab the stone and put some more in there. Because I have a bunch of extra cobblestone in all of my chests. So I'm going to put it to use now. Okay, then let me see if there's a good spot that I see that we could possibly maybe try to build a wheat farm at. You know, and honestly, I've been looking just a bit, and I feel like the thing that makes the most sense is what if we just have a big pathway right here that leads like right around to like genuinely this side. Like right through the mountain, you come out like right here, and then it's basically just like a floating wood platform with a farm on it, if that makes any sense. So to do that, we'd have to break some of these blocks, of course. So I'm gonna see if I can get that done right now. Just making it a little bit more steep, so we can have that hanging platform there. And then we'll probably end it somewhere like on these blocks, I would say. Maybe bring that dirt over a little bit more once again. Try to make it make a little bit more sense. Yeah, I mean, that looks good to me so far. And then we would have, of course, this ghost tray. That was a part of the plan. And then as for above here, yeah, okay, I was thinking of, or just checking if I could do anything about the like monsters and stuff, but it doesn't look like I can still. I'm gonna have to just build something up there, I guess, and use that as an excuse to place some torches. I don't know. I mean, I guess this helps a bit because we could have something up here. I'm also trying to make this a little bit more thick so we have just more room to build out. So yeah, like that. And then we can have that true 3x3 entrance. And I think it was genuinely like 1 or 2 blocks. And then we're going to go out to the left here. Let's try to start the first block right here where we will go out. And does that look good? Yeah, I think we have to start it here, honestly. I'll just temporarily place some torches in here so we don't have stuff spawning. We already have enough surprise monsters. Okay, then I've gotta kind of focus here because this is a little bit of a difficult shape, I think, or it will be. So if we go 1 block out from each side, that'd be 5 blocks. That's nothing crazy as for like a size for a farm. I think we could push it to right here. I think anything more than that is gonna be at the point where it doesn't really make sense anymore. Okay, then this will come out. We'll probably strip the blocks too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try 7 for now. And let me place all the dirt in the middle. That'll help me have a good idea of how this is coming along. And let me just make like a couple of the pillars. I mean, we have more spruce, but I just want to make a couple of them into planks so I can place this floor in. Even if it's just the first couple of blocks, because again, I just want to get an idea of what I'm working with. Okay. Well, you know, actually a tip that I've gotten before from my girlfriend is specifically too. I think this spruce matches a little bit too good to the dirt. So from far away, it just kind of all blends together. I could try dark oak, which might be better, but my gut is kind of telling me to go with just the unstripped spruce because we used it here. And it's pretty much the same, but I think it matches a little bit better with that spruce wood. So let's take my axe on my hand, put this in my main hand, and then place this back right here. Then let me check once again. Does that look better now? Yeah, I would definitely say it looks better, but then the next very complicated thing I have to do is place in the stairs here, which is never easy with these type of builds. I'd say 2 blocks from the edge. I think anything further isn't going to look like it's really being held up by anything. Then we're just going to have these stairs go all the way down to the bottom. I have to be very careful around these blocks because I could fall to my death. Okay, then that will end up linking up with this block right here. Alright, and then we just need 1 more little spruce type of thing in the wall. Okay, nice. And then next, I need to place it all again, but I guess I need to build the actual farm above my head, so let me go finish that part first before I jump to conclusions. I guess jump ahead, you know, would be better there. Anyways, we need more spruce wood too, because I have like 9 pieces left. That was probably enough, but still, a restock is much needed. And then these blocks, we're going to replace with the regular. And then I think it just makes sense for it to be held up right here, but we're going to place the stairs as just like for aesthetic reasons, which means we have to dirt scaffold once again from the very bottom down here. Starting from that second block. Let me make sure I get it right. Measure twice and cut once, or whatever, you know. That is actually a very good saying. Then we have to go down another block. Let's just go down 2 blocks. Then I will see you guys when I'm done with this. Well, one thing, it actually goes like down here then floats. So I think to make it make a little more sense from far away, let's go ahead and make the block come to here. And then that would kind of connect to the side, if that makes sense. All right, perfect. I just gotta stack back up. Seems like I need more dirt to finish this, so let me just see if I have some. First though, I'm gonna go ahead and finish these pieces of floor, so we can check that off the list. Gotta be sure to place my torch back as well though. Let's just place one in, honestly, this corner with like a little lamppost. I feel like that feels really intentional. So yeah, I like that. Do have like a little bit over a sack of dirt in there, which means I can finish this right now. And then for the front, since it's just dirt sticking off, I don't want to place like a full wood block. I was thinking trapdoors would actually be perfectly fine. We just place one all the way across here. Would hopefully kind of be boxing that in. So yeah, I guess it looks like that, which you could argue looks pretty weird, but again, I think it's fine. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the middle. So we're gonna need a water bucket here. And then I want to go ahead and place a slab underneath this block too, which means we need to place one dirt, craft up a slab. Is a slab better? Let's just try a slab for now. Place slab back, and that should all be good. And finally, we need to make an iron hoe. Then we need some seeds. I don't think I have seeds up here. But let's start by tilting all this. That way we can also see if there's any mistakes when we get back up here. Oh, you know, one more thing I could add though? What if we had like some fence posts on all 4 of these corners with some lanterns? That way we can make sure this is all lit up. And then it might actually light up the area above us a tiny, tiny bit. Even if it stops 1 block from a mob being able to spawn, it's worth it. Then again though, I guess that's not how spawning works. They would just spawn the blocks next to it, but for this example, let's just ignore that. Okay, I think that'll look good, but we'll check. Almost looked like I had tears in my eyes when I went F5 there for a second. Anyways though, we don't have seeds. We might have some downstairs. I don't remember having seeds though, so we might take a little bit of a break and get a couple of things that I've been needing, including I wanted wool, possibly a sheep farm, but we need the wheat seeds. Maybe we can get some more spruce if we're already going down there. Like again, it wouldn't hurt. I think expanding this to another chest too would be for the best, because it is literally full right now. I can't be placing anything else in there. But now we should be a lot better off. We can take that bow too for safety. Yeah, I think it might actually prove a bit more difficult to find animals in the first place. Or even like getting the sheep over here to make a farm with. And then also seeds, those are proven pretty hard to find too. Like, I mean, there's a patch of like 4, so we have 2 now. But I think we're going to have to explore a little bit more than I thought originally. It's also turning nighttime, which is never a good thing. Oh, nice. There's actually a sheep right down here. Let me trap that for later. It's not my biggest priority because I literally can't like lure them anywhere because I don't have wheat. Why is it running so far away too? Hey, let's see. It's like scoring a goal almost. There we go. Let's go. And I'll remember that sheep is there for later. 100%. Back to looking for seeds. Oh my gosh, there's a little zombie hiding here as well. I have been collecting, and I also have like gotten 5 wool from shearing some sheep. Funnily enough, I just threw out my seeds. I always do that. There we are. I only have 7, I guess, but it's just seeds like are always in my head, just garbage. So if I'm ever not paying attention, when I'm gathering seeds, I just throw them out of my inventory. Comment if you relate, guys. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to comment, but I will get right back to it. I don't know how many seeds do I want. That farm is really small, so like 9 honestly isn't bad. I would like to have the best start as possible on that farm, and I'm kind of also like finding some food, getting some extra wool, stuff like that. I could also get some extra oak wood while I'm down here. Should probably start doing that now too, just because I don't think we have that much left, and I'm sure we'll build a little bit of stuff with it, or start mixing into some builds like the house. Well, I have arrived back at the top of my base, at the peak of the mountain, or I guess not quite the peak. Anyways, I do have some seeds, so let's plant those all down. Almost 2 rows, definitely not too terrible. Then I'm gonna empty out my inventory a bit as well, and then start working on some of the other stuff. In total, with the wool in this chest, we're up to 16. So that's enough to place on the front side of the building over there and see if I like it or not. And I guess I forgot I can't get over from this way. Oh, I wonder if I should make a staircase to get up. That might be useful. Anyways, though, I can go and place these blocks. Let's place them off of some placeholder dirt so we don't waste wool, because I'm already so low on it. Gotta make sure every single piece of wall goes to use. So there you go, something just like that is what it would look like. I think that's fine. I don't think I have to add any other blocks up there or anything. That looks good to me. And I'm also just remembering we had to get some stone earlier to come back here and finish this roof. And I do have stone now, so might as well finish that up. I just gotta craft some stairs. Not too many, because this isn't a stone cutter, so we're actually wasting some stone. But I only need like, I think 12 will be enough to finish this and just get it out of the way. Okay, and it is. Perfect. I have 7 pieces of wool left, so we could start placing it on that back roof if I go inside. I guess I haven't confirmed if I like it yet though, so maybe I'll do that first before I fully commit to placing it in. I will place in all the placeholders though first. Okay, honestly, yeah, I like that. You can barely even see a difference, but just adding in some new color, it gives like the medieval vibe too, I feel like wool does. Anyways though, it is time to build the next big addition, which I think will actually be, hopefully, I was thinking I can make a staircase. Not a dirt one like this, but a real staircase. To go ahead and get up and around this mountain so we can get to the real peak of the mountain. Because I still don't have a way to get up there, which is fine, but you know, eventually here we're going to want a way to go to the peak, which is where we're going to build even more stuff. Am I making this look okay so far? I do think I am, yeah. It's kind of hard to focus with the zombie though hitting me. Yeah, I think that's fine. Can we make a way to get up there though that's going to look fine? I guess we go around the back of the mountain then curve some sort of path right up here. I think that's something to worry about in a second though. I want to focus on this side. So if we go around this mountain, slowly go upward, it's going to be very tricky to do. But I think we can pull it off. Starting with perhaps, like, where do we even put a log to start this? I think we have to go a couple blocks out. Or no, that's already too much though, right? Let's place in like 2 of these logs here. Okay, definitely not bad. Maybe the 3rd log. Then we want to go up, place in maybe 3 more. Should I start the 3 more like diagonally already to get some more space? And then we have to see though, does it look weird if it's diagonal? Does it have to overlap a block? But then each layer has to be 4 blocks then, I guess. Or no, we could do something like that. Okay, I mean, from the angle we're standing on, this looks fine. But I don't know how it looks from far away, so I'm going to check that too right now, just to make sure I'm not going through with something that I'm going to regret building. Yeah, honestly, I think this has potential. You can't really see anything from this angle right now because it's like genuinely 6 blocks. But the image I'm picturing in my head, I feel like it's coming together slowly. So we're going to go up there and continue building this. We're basically going to go and hug the side of this mountain. So we want to go up once again, 1 more block. And I guess we would go 3 blocks on top of that one. Maybe we should make it not touch though this time. But then that kind of breaks the rule we were following there. So then again, does that make it weird all of a sudden? I don't know. Okay, so we need to go a little bit over again. Why don't we make this one 2 wide? This won't be 3 wide. Then the intersection will start right here with another 3 wide block to turn it. Does that look normal still? I don't know, I think so. And then we will go probably 3 wide again, just to continue curving up this mountain. And then for these curved blocks, like, how would we actually make the trail going up? Like, in my head, I'm just picturing we're gonna use slabs. So let me test to make sure that even works. Okay, it doesn't really work, see? So if we make it go up a block before that, then it would kind of look like that, I guess. Okay, so I guess it does work. So it would look something like this from the inside, which honestly looks fine. And then from down here again, you know, I know you can barely see, but it's turning out pretty good, I think, which is surprising. I did not expect this to go well. I feel like it's such an awkward shape to work with. This definitely needs a revamp too, but we're going to do that after, like I said. But you literally have to like parkour and risk your life to even get up here in the first place, which I think is honestly kind of funny. Okay, then I think right here is going to get a little bit more complicated since I don't actually know how we're going to get up into this next area. I think we could just do 2 block inclines, for lack of a better word, until we get to like right here, where I guess we could maybe just have it connect to the wall and you would go inside the mountain once again, which feels like it makes sense, honestly. So I might try to go with that. I guess I could try and make it go like all the way around, but then again, I don't want to like block the view. We could add something else there. So I think this is probably good. I can also go ahead and add in a place for a lantern like every other block on these things. So let's see what that would look like if I do that. Yeah, something just like this, one here. And then on all these blocks there could be a lantern. Let's make them right now, to be honest. Just so we can get them placed and see what it looks like. I can keep 2 torches for myself so we can have light still. And I can actually just craft more torches too, so I don't even have to worry about that. Alright, so one right here, one right here. And then let's go ahead and go down the line. I mean, from up here, this looks pretty cool. I'm gonna check from below again, and from a little further away, right after I place in the rest of these slabs. I've been having to break some of this dirt as well to make it a little bit more spacious, so I will continue doing that. And then this goes all the way up until right here, and then we will go into the wall, as long as I don't change my mind. So we can make a little bit of an entrance. We can use a spruce floor once again too. And then let's just dig out a 3x3 hole. And we can mine like 3 back for now as well. But that should be good for the time being. So again, you can't really see from this angle, but I went ahead and built a little bit of... Well, let me just show you. Yeah, just a little window on this mountain to start with some like actual structures and interiors. Because this can link up to that. You can go down, it's like a cool little room and look out. Look, I mean, the view here is amazing too. So we can link this up to this next if I want to, but I also need to get more food. And I mean, I'm sure there's other stuff I need to do as well. But I guess just for a second, let's mine this like one more forward and I can start going all the way to the side and just connecting these up so the base just becomes even more connected and amazing. And then this also needs to go to the top of the base somehow. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Like maybe I should go all the way through and there can be another staircase going up this way. Maybe not though. I mean, I just have to look and see. Oh, look, we actually went out the back of the like mountain right here too. So this would be a perfect spot to have some sort of pathway. I mean, yeah, that looks really sick. I think even if I have literally nothing here, what could be super awesome is to just do something as basic as like a fence. I mean, I almost want to place it off the wall like this one block, just because it looks so cool. And then you can like see through the bottom. Yeah, that's a super nice view. So I guess it means we need to start digging this way to reach that new area I was making. Does that line up? 2 blocks here. It does not line up. Okay, that's fine. It just means we have to slowly turn this corridor, whatever I'm making here. And we could also make it too wide instead to save on a little bit of space, which should make it easier to turn it while still looking good. So I think right here we want to start turning it at a minimum, because I also need to go down a block soon. I feel like I'm already too far and too close. I don't know. Oh wait, yeah, am I inside of it already? No, I'm on the side. Okay, that's honestly fine because I can just block this up with some stone right here. Maybe throw... Well, I have my pickaxe broke, so I do need a new one of those. I can maybe just throw a piece of dirt on top of this instead as well. That might make it look a bit better. Maybe 2 pieces of dirt? I don't know. Maybe the stone looks better. And my shovel broke too. And I accidentally placed fence. I'm all over the place. Either way, let's get that new shovel crafted and let's keep mining this hole straight ahead. As for lighting in here, I mean, it's such a cramped like area already. Like, do we place one in this corner? I mean, yeah, I feel like that actually works fine. I think I'm probably inside of that thing I built now, so let's go to the other side. Or I guess just through here, yeah, and then mine all this out so we can have a better idea of how this is actually going to be shaped. I've been building these like things on the side of cliffs and mountains so much lately. Let me know if you guys have like other cool building ideas. I've got to come up with some myself too. I just love this type of building. It's so cozy, just having like a little thing in the side of a mountain. So yeah, to start, this is 4 blocks back, which I think would be the minimum that I really want. I also need to make some stairs so we can make a bit of a walkway. Let's just place the stairs in between these blocks, I think. And then all of these floor blocks are going to be replaced with some spruce wood, I think, too. So let's just go ahead and start by doing that in this main little window section we just built. It also seems like it's raining and stuff now. Let me go listen a little bit closer. Oh yeah, this whole thing's above me too, like blocking the rain for my little post. Just such a nice cozy base. And then also this room, of course, this pathway. We want to make this all into some spruce planks as well. I need to light up the main actual room over here too. Let me do that once I finish with this floor. Then the best way to light this up, I think, is just going to be something super simple. Probably... Oh, I don't know. Maybe just 2 lanterns on those edge blocks. I was thinking of doing some stuff with some fence, but I think that's better if it's like really big too. If there's like a... I mean, how do I word this? Like, if you have tall ceilings, there you go. then if you have a fence and place the lantern on it, it makes more sense. But since our ceilings are so short, I think we could just place the 2 lanterns here and here. And that's going to light up this entire room. Good enough. So that is what I will do. Also, I guess this edge block is placed wrong. I didn't mean for it to be like that, so we can go fix that. And I just thought of something that would honestly be perfect over here. Like, why don't we make another farm above this other one, like right there? So we have, obviously 2 farms is better than 1. And it would actually be super useful because we need wheat and other plants possibly. So I think coming out from this thing that I just built, we could have a pathway that leads into yet another little farm platform. It's just the only problem would be there is not a lot of room here. So I'm trying to make as much room as possible. Yeah, I mean, there's just not that surface area, right? So it's tricky to do much of anything here. I think we'll probably have to go with something along the lines of a pillar starting, I guess almost from like, oh, that's tricky. All the way from the ground, yeah. Would that look bad, I wonder? So yeah, it goes all the way up here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. 5 blocks is honestly fine with me. I guess we could have this pillar go down to the ground as well. I mean, I don't know. Let's just leave it like this for now, though. And then the wood would go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe like 8 blocks this time. I mean, we need more stuff planned, that's for sure. So that would be like the maximum that the water would be able to reach, which we should be going for. Oh wait, but it's like a 5x5, right? Not a 5x5, sorry, but it's 5 wide. So let's bring this side all the way over then to the end. Place in some more blocks here. A water block would fit right here in the middle and would cover all these blocks around us. And then can we get some trapdoors once again? I'm out of wood on my inventory now, though. I used the rest of it on the trapdoors. Trapdoors are so expensive. Okay, so yeah, that's the front once again. Like another one of these farms, the design. I don't know, does it look good? I feel like it looks really bad right now, but if we had those fence, or the stairs, sorry, not the fence, I think it could look better. Let me grab some spruce and put away some of this cobblestone. I do feel like this definitely has potential. So do we start from the like second block like before? Let's go look. You make a little bit of a staircase too. So the second block would be right here. And then where does that actually end us off at? I want to go look. Because I don't want it to be on the ground. Alright, then I think something like that looks good. There's 3 blocks from the edge. I brought it all the way down this way. And then one of my wheat also have grown. So I'm going to harvest that and then replant my seeds right here. I have 1 wheat left over in my inventory. And it seems like I'm out of food, so let me check my chest to like double check that. And if I am actually out, we're probably gonna have to go and just get some more, I guess. Maybe I can find some diamonds while I'll do that. Or what other blocks do I need? I feel like there's other stuff I needed, but I just forget what it was. Need another piece of flint to make my new flint and steel. So let's see how long it takes this time. That's, oh, the 5th block, alright. It was definitely a lot quicker. So we got the extra flint and steel. And I think I'm ready to go find some animals. Maybe we can probably get like some sugarcane and some more wool and stuff too. I'm gonna put away some of my wood and just clear my inventory a bit first as well. I've got 1 more apple to my name. And I might as well chop down these spruce trees if I'm right here. So I'm gonna do that right now too. I should probably just wait for the saplings because it seems like I only have 18 left, which doesn't feel like a lot. But there's literally another sheep right here. I feel like there's a sheep behind me really close by. So if we trap this one, it should honestly be good. Let me spleef this sheep into the pen here. The thing that's so bad about amplified worlds too, because I don't even know if I think I mentioned it once, but just to fully mention it, I'm playing on amplified because it gives you like bigger peaks and mountains. But the biggest problem with them is that it's so hard to find flat land where there's like any animals. So just traversing and getting around and like finding a place where sheep can even spawn is so hard. Or like literally any animal. I'm not just specifically looking for sheep. I'm looking for anybody right now. Any creature, anything. Which I found a single one. Like down here looks like I'll have some luck, so let's go this way. But on these cliffs, I mean, there could be a sheep right here, for example. You wouldn't know unless you like look over every single cliff. And I hit every single water bucket. They weren't very hard ones to hit, but I still hit them. And I also guess there's no sheep down here. I don't know why I keep saying sheep, I'm sorry. I mean, there's no animals down here. Okay, we've got 8 seeds. I'm gonna go up here. We also have a bunch of food that's gonna last me a bit. So I should be good on all those things for the time being. Just keep thinking about this little beam right here. I still don't know what I'm gonna do about it. But that's okay. It's not my biggest concern at the moment either. I want to go into this room though. And what I'm gonna do first is make a tunnel here. Or I think I'm gonna make a tunnel. Let's go in from the other side first. I think that'd be easier. So we want to dig, I guess a 3x3 in the middle, because that's the shape that kind of lines up to be. Does that make sense there? We probably want this to be open, honestly. And then we can have some dirt overhanging on the side if we want. There's also a bunch of gravel I gotta get rid of. And that should be a bit better. And then straight through here, we will have the entrance that eventually leads to the other thing. Maybe we should end up making it too wide right now though, because that matches the other place, but they can kind of open up more right here. But then that does actually kind of match up perfectly. Well, I actually wouldn't say perfectly, but it matches up good enough. Yeah, these blocks all need to be here, so that puts me in a bit of a pickle. Let's also replace this with some stone to try to help it look a little bit better. I guess down here too, this whole side of the mountain. Let's replace some of this dirt from the area. Just first not as like brown. We want to add some gray back in. And then these blocks probably would end up being... I'd say these are going to be spruce, but then these ones... Maybe we should have a layer of stone. I mean, I don't know. You can add one more grass back right there. And then... Yeah, I can't decide if this makes sense. I mean, this does make sense to be a... What is it even called? Spruce. This block can probably... Should it go up one like that? Yeah, I think that looks fine. And then we don't have to worry about what we can do with the floor. I can just start the spruce wood right away right here. That is exactly what I will do. And then if I end up making a more special wall for this place, like stone brick, for example, or if I rebuild it, the wall would be here, and then the wall would also be right here. So does that make this too closed in? Can we remove these blocks now too? Yeah, I can. Most of them at least. Maybe let's place this stone one higher then. I actually don't have another stone on me though. Yeah, that probably works. You can actually just curve it like that. Or at least leave that open, it looks better like that. Throw out the gravel. So when you get some stone, you could place like 2 stairs here, but honestly I think it's fine either way. And I'd say this is just about enough room to the point where it doesn't look terrible. 1 lantern in the side. Then maybe I could just replace a couple more of these blocks with some stone bricks. And my pickaxe is also broken again. Before I do jump down there though, let me just... Well, actually, I can't place my water bucket. Let me get a trapdoor ready, and then we'll jump down here. Well, then again, let's use a slab. A slab just feels more secure. Trapdoor is kind of dangerous, or feels dangerous at least. Okay, that's placed in. Let me plant these seeds where they can start growing. It looks like we also have some other wheat that's grown in here. Also, a slab needs to go in the middle so we don't fall in there. We'll collect the wheat that has grown too. After collecting that, we have 9 new seeds to plant. Then the left side, maybe it's time we finally go ahead and figure out what I'm going to do to get up here. I could start with some slabs, and then if we remove all this old dirt, I could also just bring this pillar down for now. Something like that. And honestly, I can connect it up too. That might help me. I don't have many blocks here either, so honestly, let's like start with some stairs, like a little bit of a staircase. Yeah, this is already looking too high. I don't know how this is going to work out. I also only made 8 stairs. That's definitely not going to be enough. Let me just craft more. So I guess if we start... Starting from the top is always a better idea, right? So let's just do that before thinking of anything. Okay, let's have a bit of a platform coming from here, possibly. So what if we start the stairs from this level? That would take way too long to go all the way down. So then I almost think the only option would be... Let's first of all start here, so we already gained 1 block. And then as we're going down, we'll go out this way first. Then I need more spruce blocks. And then... yeah, this is tricky. If I build a platform then go down, we're going to run into the same issue. Or will we? Oh, I guess that's actually not terrible. Yeah, I could make that work. Let's break these old slabs then. And then I will make new slabs, which will be placed off of the old slabs to like right here. I mean, that looks like more than enough room. This is also a very dangerous staircase, but what can you do about it? Then I will place in all these to the top. Also, some of these are missing the back stairs. I'll just add them in as I go. Yeah, I could actually just sneak back here and add the rest in, which works out really nicely for me. Let's get back through by mining these 2 blocks. And then we could also have... I guess I lost my fence. I don't have it on me right now. But we could place like a fence right here eventually. I mean, those slabs work fine, so you don't actually run off. This side's just going to have to be open. I don't know what else I would do with it. And then I don't think I'm going to have any special path up here. We could actually just blend some spruce around though. From like this path. And then just this area. That looks fine. And now I should have a way better way to get up and down. I could also continue the staircase through the back all the way to the top to have a little bit of a shortcut, which might end up being a good idea since it takes a while to get up there. And let's also remove this block and add in like 3 more pieces of dirt so you can get up a little bit easier from this turn. And then with the rest of the stone brick I have, I'm going to keep replacing this single structure I've made so far. It's also not a structure, I guess. But I'm going to try to finish off this room. Let's get the lanterns placed and swapped out. And then I have 64 blocks left only. I'm not going to do the backside because I don't know if I'll make this go back a little bit more. It depends what I build here, I guess, which I've not decided. All right, let's go ahead and place this water right here. Then use my hoe to tilt all of these blocks. I don't actually have any seeds, unfortunately, not yet. I could use some bones. Maybe I should do that. Let me also go ahead and place the lanterns up here so we don't have any monsters spawning in this area. I'll just need some fences to do that because I do want to put the lanterns on top of fence posts. 24 is more than enough. And then I actually have a perfect 4 lanterns to place on these blocks. And it started raining out of nowhere, okay. You know, I do have 13 bones. Why don't we take like 5 of those? We take the 5 bone meal. And let me go get a couple of extra seeds now. I mean, 20 isn't actually going to go that far. Let me just use all of it. I don't think we can finish both farms from only 44 bone meal. I mean, I guess if we did, that's a good thing anyway. Okay, I got this entire wheat field planted right here, but there were only like 5 or 10 blocks left anyway. I do have 27 seeds that we can plant in the farm above me too, which isn't going to be enough to finish the whole thing, but it is enough to do about 4 rows. No, never mind, it's enough to do more than 4 rows, nice. We actually did more than half. So I think if I did make something connect to here and go all the way around, it just looked too wacky. Like there's not enough blocks to go from there all the way to here without going like up ladders. So I wonder if the best way to go up then would just to be maybe just having a ladder here, like inside of the mountain. I think that might be the route that I go with it, for at least now. And then we can finally see the top of this place. I haven't even been up there yet. I do need to make some ladders though, so we can of course place them on this wall. Gonna need a little bit more than 9 too, I assume. Probably more like 20 something. So let me make sure I'm prepared before I start making my way up there. Alright, 19 plus like the 2 I placed. I mean, there's a good chance this is enough, but I feel like it could be as well. Okay, and I have surfaced at the top. Let's just place our ladders here. And this is a pretty interesting mountain. Okay, I think this is the back side. I can also start chopping this tree down because I feel like it's a little bit in the way. But yeah, this would be the front. No, wait, funnily enough, I think I swear I saw 2 sheep up here. There's 1. That would kind of be crazy if we could make a sheep farm up here if we wanted to. Wait, maybe I'm seeing things. Oh wait, no, there are 2. Maybe we have to use that then. That's crazy. Let me break this tree because it's not connected to anything. I checked. And then we'd have quite a bit more space to start doing something up here with. But we're probably going to have to break a couple more trees at least. There's just way too much stuff in this area. Okay, and actually this tree, like literally right here, I think if we break these 2 could stay. I just have to make sure we kind of remove this one to the point where the other tree is normal still, which is a little bit difficult with these ginormous dark oak trees. But there you go, should be something like that. And then these ones go off here. Okay, yeah, that should be good. And we just have to break the actual logs holding this up. Is this connected to anything else? It is connected over here. We might just end up breaking both those trees, to be completely honest. So for now, we're just going to leave it. That should be good to get rid of all these logs. I want to go ahead and get rid of these 2 trees as well. So I'm going to stack up here now and try to start removing the leaves that are connected to just this one back here. This is the only tree we have to kind of look at and fix. It shouldn't be too difficult. Honestly, that might be good enough already. Just something like this. I guess we could remove some of those, but if it looks good because it drips down a little bit more, I'll keep it. I can check that after we remove these though. I just gotta get all the logs out of the way. So with those 2 trees gone, I think I'm in a better spot to build something up here. Like maybe this one needs to go too, but I think we can work around this. I want to like remove 1 layer off the top right here. Maybe 2 layers, I'm not 100% sure. We're just gonna start with this one though, because it's like 20 blocks. My inventory is also completely full, so I'm gonna go empty it out just to keep some of these resources, because a lot of them are gonna be helpful at some point, I think. So I don't want to just let them despawn. Okay, then for the top of this, what if we do like stairs like this? Just add a little bit of curvature to it. I think that works. We get a little bit of depth. Because I was thinking we could move my chest right here. That's why I was building this thing. It also looks like the cave opens up here, so we're going to have to add in some artificial blocks to fix this up. I don't actually have stone on me right now though, so we're gonna have to wait. I can do the floor though, so let's place those blocks in. Okay, now I do have my stone. We can place it in the back wall right here. Just block all this off. Then for the top block, we're gonna have to do just something like that. Okay, now we could place some chests as well. I've got to make some though, of course. Let me do that. 8 is going to be enough to at least put down a template of what we're going to have. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then on the sides, I want to have furnaces and stuff, so we can make some of those. 2 furnaces on each corner. And then why don't we place a lamp on top of one of these so we have some free lighting. I think it'll look kind of cool, just like that. Yeah, okay, we could do that on both sides if we want some extra lighting, but I think one side it kind of looks better because it's not symmetrical too. And then I have one more single seed I can replant. Let me do that before I do anything else. Then I'm gonna invest some more wood into just trying to get these chests placed if I can kind of finish it off. So I have 16, is that enough? I don't know, it might be a... Okay, it's actually the exact right amount. I've gotta kind of dig in the wall to place these blocks though. Then we have to dig back out of here, which means, I guess this way is probably the easiest. I don't want to break my furnaces. Alright, and just like that, everything is good and done. This actually needs to be stone brick though. Alright, then the backs of these blocks need to be broken because the chest actually can't open right there. We'll have to fix the blocks behind them. And then for the middle, because there's a little bit of a gap, I don't know what I should do. I guess I could just have more chests. I mean, that isn't a terrible idea. Okay, then I'll just have to place these stairs back right on these blocks. And then I guess that's the chest room done. We can move some stuff in here, so it'll be a little bit easier to access. I need to also get coal and sand, so I might go mine those 2 things before I do anything else up here. Oh, I found some coal pretty quickly. I will start by mining that. I'm still on the lookout for some sand. And probably more coal veins than just this. If I see a cave opening, there's one next to me, I might go in it and see if I could maybe get some diamonds. I guess worst case, we might just find some more free coal and some iron, which I'm probably getting pretty low on at this point. Yeah, I think I'm at 20. I am pretty close to home, but I need to take a break to get some more animals because I'm running out of food quickly. I only had 3 pork chops left. Or I think I just got big a second ago, so maybe less. Or maybe I didn't. I low-key do not remember. Yeah, I think my base is this way, so let me go on this little edge right here. I'm sure we can find some animals. We just have to get to a place we haven't explored yet. I do not think I've explored over on this side. If my base is straight to my right at least. I don't know. If I find animals, I will tell you guys. And if I don't, I will also tell you guys. And I'm back at my house, so I'm gonna harvest all the wheat that has grown so we can continue getting more of it. I mean, I guess. I think there's some part of my farm here that isn't finished though too, so I'm gonna use those seeds to finish it in the first place. Looks like I don't have quite enough yet, and none of these are actually grown yet too, so that's unlucky. Oh, okay, I just literally walked off the edge. Alright, and then I probably, honestly, want to mine this down one more layer, and then I would think it would be good. I'm not going to go too crazy with it, but at the same time, I mean, it's a little bit too much of a, like, steep hill right now. I mean, we need to be able to build a house, so gotta try to fix it as best as I can. And I do need more sticks and a crafting table. Okay, let me place up some dark oak wood, reaching all the way to the ceiling here. Or, not this ceiling, I'm just connecting the tree again. And then, why is it raining again, dude? Oh my gosh. This is getting kind of crazy. I'll probably build all this up one block too, around the edges. That'll make it a little bit more flat as well. I'm just gonna leave like a couple blocks slanting off, because I think it'll make it look cooler. Then that sheep needs to get up here. I don't know where the other one is. It's probably just on a cliff somewhere, or like in that mushroom. Yep, I mean, what did I say? It's literally down here by the mushroom, stuck, which is probably for the best, so let's just leave it there. Yeah, unfortunately as well, it's just looking a little too steep to build a house on top of still, so we're gonna have to mine down one more single layer, and then we're good to start building something here. So let me get to it. This is the layer that will go down. Okay, and then let me get my wheat too, because a lot of it's grown down here. I just got some from the top, and it's basically all replanted in, which is nice. I also guess I don't have my bed on me. I don't know where I placed it. I must have just like left it or didn't pick it up, which is fine because I do have enough wool to craft a new bed. So that's just what I will do. And I'm going to go finish mining that area up there because I want to start building whatever we're going to end up putting there, because it's going to be big. I just want time to be able to look at it and edit it, you know, all that good stuff. Okay, then the last layer was just mined down. I guess it's actually all a single layer now. I didn't even mean to do that, but I guess it'll make building easier. And let me decide where I want to start placing some blocks so we can get at least maybe like a shape put down here. I feel like this part is just so up high that it would be hard to see whatever I build. So I'm going to just once again take it down another layer. I'll just go all the way around removing all this dirt. And then I will see if then it looks a little bit easier to build on. And then even this mushroom is a lot more visible now too. So I think for that reason as well, it's good to mine all this down a bit more. And I'm going to get a couple of the blocks around this so you can see it even more so. But yeah, just something like that I think will be good. Because this is the layer we're taking down. My inventory is also full, so I've got to go down here now and put all this dirt away. Because I might end up using it later, so I don't want to just throw it out or wasted it. And I guess I could honestly just start putting in this chest here in my actual chest room instead of the single chest at the bottom of the base. Which is honestly getting too full anyway again. You know, guys, I hate to keep doing this, but I think once again it would look better if we just bring this down more and more layers. I might just have to end up removing all these trees. Because it's just, I'm looking from the angle down at my base, it's just, this is so much higher than everything else, just going to be taken off the top. So let's just remove another layer then, let's see how that goes. Which will take a very long time because the layers only keep getting wider and wider as we go down. And the only trees I'm able to make taller are the dark oak trees, because that's the only wood I have on me right now. And I mean, I have spruce, but there's no spruce trees here, of course. I'm like my 5th shovel at this point, so my what is it called? My pickaxe and axe are also have been like about to break for so long now. Well, it definitely took me a very long time, but I've once again finished this up. I had to replace some of the floor blocks. I don't know if we're mining all this out again though, so maybe I shouldn't have done that yet. And how is that looking now? I don't know. I mean, there's only one way to really see it. I might have to go down and get a better peek. Okay, and actually I think for the last time we're gonna mine this down one more. Also because it gets a little bit shorter on the layer below this. It looks a little weird because how big some of these blocks go out because of the previous shape. So if we break it one more, it should be for the best. And everything should look great. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to start building on top of here. And we're definitely going to need to remove the trees because, I mean, just look at that. That's getting very, very tall. Dark oak trees do not grow that big. They're very short trees. I was emptying some of my dirt out because my inventory was getting, well, it was completely full again. But I'm going to go ahead and start melting this iron here and collecting my wheat so we can keep stocking up on that. And I'm going to go keep removing that dirt because I still have not finished that, actually. It is very much so a work in progress, is what I mean. Okay, where is my other wheat? Down here, yeah. I should probably just harvest that as well, because I'm doing it already. Okay, and I'm also going to start chopping down the trees up here, because they're just too big, like I said. There's a lot of trees, though, and I'm basically done filling in this thing and breaking the layer. There's a little bit more here that I can't finish, because I don't have dirt. I put, like, a lot of it away. But I'm going to fill in as much as I can, at least, just like that. And I do need another pickaxe. And now I can go ahead and continue chopping. Alright, all of the trees are chopped down. There's just a couple of leaves left. Let me combine my 2 axes because we're both 2 and 7 durability. I don't know how they got there. This mushroom's also floating now. That's okay, it's gonna have to work. And you grab some dirt and then probably some building blocks, and let's see what we can do up here. I should probably also move all my loot to this chest below me. So maybe I'll do that now. Just for we can have all of the items as close as possible to where we're building now. I'm also out of food, so I think I'll make some bread. 10 bread with 30 of raw wheat. And I should harvest all this again, because it's actually a surprising amount of it has grown in already. Especially if I just use it to of 4 bread, then, you know, I should recoup that if I can. Which I can. Also, wait, let me empty my inventory more than this if I'm gonna move stuff. I want to be as empty as possible. Okay, I think that's about as empty as it gets. Okay, so for this house, I think if we had a sheep farm, it'd be cool to have one right here. And I guess these would be like 4 high, maybe. And then would slope down with some kind of roof. Maybe this would have to be too tall, though. So we could actually reach it. Let me see. So what can we do here? I guess we can make a roof around the house like this, to some extent. I think so, right? And then the roof could go this way, then. I don't know, hopefully. Should we push it forward a block, too? Maybe I should. But then again, I don't know. Maybe we should have it open on the side here. But then how would we make the roof? Yeah, honestly, I would be out of ideas for that. Maybe we can make a... Well, I was thinking like a double roof thing, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know if that would look good. So maybe we just go with something like this then. Because if this was open from the front, I don't know how we would do the roof on the front side here. But I also don't want it sloping all the way around. So what is the in-between? How do you make a farm then? Okay, after thinking about it for a second, I do think we could probably have the roof go this way, like long ways, and then it'll have the opening here like usual, of course. But then how would we make it slope down to here? I think we could honestly do something with some slabs, so let me make some of those. Then basically just something as simple as like bringing it down, maybe like starting here, but I don't know if there's enough room now for it to actually go. Something like that maybe? Is that too small of a gap though? I don't know. Or what if we do like this one's 3 blocks tall, and then there's a slab here? Maybe that looks better. Then we could have sheep in here. I mean, definitely could work. I just have to think about it is the thing. Let me break these because this is actually the wrong placement. And then there would be a stair here. And then, oh, my axe is broken. I'm actually running out of iron on me, but I was melting 30 more, so it should be good for now. But yeah, then this block would go this way. Okay, that doesn't look bad. And let's break these 2 things here. Alright, 1 block upside down. And then 1 block this way, 1 block this way. Then we want to have an upside down stair this way. And then 1 more stair here, then a slab. So that would be mirrored on both sides. Let me see how that looks. I don't know. I don't really like it though, honestly. What if we do blocks instead? So they kind of connect to right here. Like 1, 2, 1, 2. Does that look better? It might look better. What if we started from this block instead? And we use like a stair here maybe. So 1, 2. Okay, is that too short or is that better? Definitely better, I think, but what if we make this part specifically stripped spruce, and then we like go really heavy with the stairs? So something like that. Just to kind of help with the curves a bit more. I think the one on the top though is kind of overdoing it. Maybe one here instead. I don't know. Maybe? Or maybe a slab right here, in here. I don't know if I'm spending way too much time on this, but I don't like this either. I think I have to try to restart from 0. I don't know why I don't like it, but I just feel like I can do better than that. So let me just go with a different format in general. Let's have some spruce fence here. And then why don't we have... Well, animals can jump on this, so it'd have to be a slab at most. Guess that's fine, but it won't be connected to the roof. I kind of wanted it to be connected to the roof. What if we instead maybe... I don't know, like there could just be slabs coming from like this block, like 3 blocks over. Maybe it could go out 1 like this. Would that kind of be better? I don't know. I mean, I think it's better, but what if I try one more thing, which would be, let me get up here, like this. And then all these blocks would be down 1 block. Okay, I'm kind of placing it wrong, but it's okay. I will get it in a second here. And then, yeah, then we'll have the curve. So it's kind of like 2 layers at least. So there's still some depth to it. That might be the sweet spot in the middle. And then I could make some lanterns, but I don't have any torches right now. So like, or you know, whatever, I can make 2. Let's just do that so we can place 2 in here. Surround the torch. All right. And then let me finish the slab all the way to the other side, which will be on the fence block. There'll be a slab next to it. I think that's what it was. Let me also just break all this if we're gonna swap it out with something else. And then the 2 lanterns would probably go like here and here if I was gonna have some. I think that's okay. Alright, I'm gonna go with that. I think it's definitely acceptable. I added a little bit of like a different idea in mind at first, but honestly, what can you do? I just, what the hell just happened? Okay, just actually took a screenshot. I don't know. I think I cut off what I was saying because I got jump scared. I have this screenshot mod and like turned the whole screen black or something. Anyways, I was saying, what was I saying? But yeah, so originally what I was going for. I think that's what I was going at. But I think it looks good. I just couldn't get the, like, I can't even think of the word now too, but like, the angle of the stairs downward to a way that I liked it. I just couldn't figure out how to do that, which is definitely okay. One of the sheep are actually running straight into here, so maybe you could block it in. But then the other sheep could just walk in if they want. So we'll leave this here. Let's mine these 2 blocks so they can walk in. I don't know if they can get through the slabs. They probably can. Okay, then since we have dirt, we can finish this stone thing right here. Alright, and then we will need some stone or something to build this more, but I'll probably do like the same stone design, kind of like we did down there, just copy the house. And I think it'd look cool to have this roof be pretty big, which is kind of turning out to be. And I definitely want there to be some kind of other stair in the middle. So we're gonna link these up and only do all the corners. And I guess they link up right here on this block. So let's place the frontward stair and just, I guess, a row of slabs for now would be fine. And I want to decide on length for this. If it is 7 wide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is a very big house, but I feel like 7 by 11 is a good size. Ooh, nice. Okay, the sheep actually went into this pen, so both of them are in there now. I don't actually have wheat on me, but I could start breeding them. Well, actually, I guess I can't because the baby sheep could run out the bottom. But if we blocked it off, then I definitely can. Let me make some more stairs as well, for I can continue building the outline of the stairs. Then let's get the outline of the actual wooden posts too. The other one will be right here. Up to 4 blocks is fine. And then we've got 16 stairs for now. I can definitely craft more to bring it across the back here. Alright, then that is the outline done. Except for these slabs across, which I can just finish right now. But then as for the block in the middle, I really don't know what we should use. I want to switch up from below. Maybe we could actually change this out with dark oak stairs. I mean, that would be really bad because I just placed all of them, but could. Then what would the inner block be if it was dark oak? Let me go see what I have that I can even like test with. Yeah, honestly, I do not have a lot of wood. We have oak wood, dark oak wood, and spruce wood. So if I just do a test here, if we replace these blocks with just like dark oak like this even, how does that look? I don't know, I don't think that looks good. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, that color doesn't match too well, right? Maybe let's remove that for now. Could still replace the stairs later on, but let me actually get some dark oak stairs to test with. I also don't want to have like a fully wooden roof. Like, for example, like dark oak in the middle or something. I just feel like that wouldn't look good. We might need to get like a new block too. Because like we have... Well, let me make some actual stairs, I guess. Like stone break, for example. That's not really anything new or different. So I kind of want to branch out more from there. Like, what if we did dark oak wood with the spruce right there? Would that maybe look a bit better? I don't know, it seems like it definitely could. I mean, from right here, that looks pretty nice. Or what if... I guess, like, what if we did... Maybe it can be stone brick into, like, andesite, a block over. So it's like stone brick, andesite, and that's kind of like... Not a gradient, but it's like a design. And then I guess the stone brick would go up and around here. Then the 2 middle blocks would be the andesite. So it looks a lot more cordial, if that's the right word. I don't know if that is even correct usage of that. It just looks more uniform. That's what I'm going for, I think. Let me make more slabs, because I want to replace the top of this. Or once again, we can kind of see it more, how it would look instead of the spruce. And just because I don't want it to be the same as the house we have right to our right. I'll show it off again. Right there, yeah. So I'm trying to swap it up as much as possible from that. I don't want to have like 2 identical houses. Okay, I think that's enough blocks removed as a test. I'm going to replace all of this wood because I do think it looks better. So let me get to that. I've almost actually finished. I think I have this side, the bottom of that, and the back side left. And I've got all the blocks replaced. I put in like most of the stone edge for at least like this side, but I actually ran out of stone brick, so we just gotta use the andesite now, and I'll go get some more stone brick in a second. But hopefully this looks good. I mean, I think it does. Just have to have a little bird's eye view in a second. Okay, with 2 andesite remaining, we finish that off. Let's leave the dirt. And I mean, the sunlight is in the best position right now, but that looks... Yeah, I feel like that looks pretty okay. Let me go ahead and go get more supplies so we can start trying to build the walls too. Okay, I do have to... I melt up some more cobblestone if I can get stone brick. We also have 27 iron. I could probably melt 2 stacks of cobblestone, honestly, if it goes a bit faster. And then also, I want to go ahead and get my wheat, because I'm running out of food and we can breed the sheep soon. So, there's never been a better time to have wheat. That is exactly what I will get. Okay, then I can make 14 bread at least. And okay, yeah, that was both my farms. I mean, I have a bunch of seeds, but nowhere to plant them. So let's bring all this stuff back up to the top, which is... Yeah, I honestly forget how to get back up there. I think the real way to get back up there is this way. No way, I'm wrong. Okay, yeah, we have to go around the farm. I don't know how I forgot that, honestly. Alright, then I can finish the top of this with the stone brick. I just crafted up a couple of pieces here. So, I mean, the roof design is not perfect, right, by any means. But I think it's good enough. Like, I'm not going for perfection here, of course. So let's just build with what we've got. And let me put in this wall at least here so we can get these sheep locked in. And the roof would probably be like this shape again. Actually, before I place any stairs or anything like that, let me just get the outline in here. Let's use stone brick for the outline, kind of copying that roof. I am out of stone brick now though already. And then where's the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. Maybe do something with a door right here. Like kind of divide up this window space. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that gives us even space somehow. I don't even know how that happened. So we could have a window here and a window here if we wanted to. Why is it raining? I guess it's also thunderstorming though, because we can go to bed. And then I do need to actually grab my stone that's melting. I mean, I don't know how much has melted so far, but do we have any more coal to melt more? Okay, we do not. 16 in this one, 16 in that one. I mean, it's not amazing, but we can at least start building with that. Okay, so the door for this side gets cut off right here. There's also a block on the top that we have to do something with. Like, I wonder if we should just do like a row of dark oak wood or something. Just kind of block that in there. I think that works fine, honestly, yeah. And then let's just put this across here for now. And then maybe that's a window spot. I haven't even decided. I mean, does that look okay? I feel like it could. I'm not sure. I feel like I want to do something more special with the windows though again. Maybe just the same design from that other building with glass panes, and then I guess this would just be open space. I mean, I don't know what else I would do. Let me make 4 more stairs then and copy that over here. So 1 and 2. I guess we could have like spruce fence windows here too. Like, does that look bad? I mean, it could definitely work, but I think I'll try glass before I decide on anything for sure. And I also want to get a little more creative up here. I think one of the reasons why I'm not happy with my roofs ever is because I'm not adding depth into them. So, I mean, we're going to try to add depth into it right now. I don't know how it's going to go. Let's break these. Place some stairs like this. Another block here. And then probably like 3 andesite slabs across the top. Oh, that's the wrong block. Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I guess 2 more on the front. No, I feel like that doesn't look normal. Okay, how do we make this look like what I'm trying to make it look like? We need somewhere for the stairs to go. Or maybe it's just supposed to be indented blocks still. Like, maybe the glass would go in here. That looks a little more normal, okay. I'm definitely going in the right direction. And then I guess for the, like, other part, should we do it on the back side? I want to make a fireplace if we can. Maybe the back side would be better, because then we don't have to have, like, the logic of, like, where the actual thing is on the back, if that makes sense. But I don't actually have enough blocks to finish the back right now, so we can wait for that. I don't think I'm happy with just this hole, though. I feel like there needs to be something else here, but then again, it's just a roof. Like, what else can you add on a roof? I just need to practice and get better at it, though, so I think this is good experience to get. Just thinking of what else we could put here. I'm gonna just give up on it for now, though, because I honestly cannot think of what, like, anything else at all that I could even add in. Except more of these window things, but if there's 3 of these on the whole roof, it doesn't look like the vibe I'm going for anymore. It just looks like there's a bunch of big clunky things on the roof. So I guess we'll just have to be okay with that. And then for this part, can we make some stairs once again? Let's place them from the top so we can cover these. But then the doors can be placed in backwards probably. And for the floor, I don't know, actually. Probably like spruce would be perfectly fine. Then we can make spruce doors in a second here. Should we blend the thing here? So maybe that'll make it look better. Then this would all be the floor. This would go all the way across. So I guess we could place that in here just as like a placeholder so we kind of see what we're doing a little bit better. And then let me place in as much of this floor as I can. You know, I also want to get the sheep area blocked in if I'm able to. So I'll probably go get my stone and use all of it to finish this wall just so we can start breeding them. My cobblestone is done too, so I'm going to throw in 2 more stacks into that furnace and then start building with some of the stone I just got. Let's finish the outline for the sheep. And then I can definitely make like a door for them as well. I just gotta get these first 2 blocks placed in for they can't escape or run out. Okay, that one was a little bit risky. Okay, then the bottom blocks. And then I don't have wheat on me actually, I guess, but we can start breeding them. And as for an entrance, I guess we could just make like, I don't know, like a fence gate right here would be fine. Let me make a spruce fence gate to use. And then all of this can be replaced with spruce as well. Or, you know, this actually pushed out 1 more block than the other areas. Is that fine? It gives us a little more room on this side, so I don't think it's a terrible idea. We could actually steal some room for some more windows here if we do that. So you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Because this has to be connected a bit anyway, so I feel like it kind of makes sense in a way. And let me get back to making the fence gate too. I have 7 for now, so we can actually place 1 here, and then let me just place like a stair here too. Or on the outside for more depth. And then on the side, we can place 1 and 2. On both of the sides, actually. And then we've got 2 left, and I guess we could just place those. Maybe 1 on this side and 1 on this side. Something like that. I guess we could add in I wonder like we're talking about. What is a good spot for that? Does that look good from the outside? It does. Okay. We'll just place fence for now still while we don't have the glass. Like I said, I was going to test both. And then with the rest of stone brick, we can keep filling in these walls all the way around here. I don't know if I'll do windows on the sides. Just not thought about it. So we can do at least the arch of it. And then these 2 blocks. Then let's fill in the corners by 1 to help with that a bit. Okay, yeah, that looks nice. And I guess we could just have 2 2x2 windows and then fill in the middle. Maybe have like some decorations here instead. As for lighting, I think we should just place them on this wall for now. Can kind of hide it, just to make sure mobs aren't spawning up here. I don't know where we're gonna place like any real lights. Guess we could do like 2 torches here for now and some fence posts. And then I'm gonna go grab some wheat so I can breed these sheep and get started on that at least. And then we can break these dirt as well. Okay, I have a stack and a half, which is actually a pretty good amount. I'm gonna harvest all my other wheat too. I might go breed the sheep first before I get the bottom farm. It's turning nighttime anyway, so I'll have to sleep in a second. I definitely want to get the timer starting to tick on those guys. So we only have 2. And I probably don't want like too many, like 100, but like, I think like 15 in there would be a good amount. Something like that. So that is exactly what I will do. I just got the achievement, the parrots and the bats. So I think the first thing I should probably get is going to be some sand so I can do the windows. And then what else do I need to collect if I'm already going down? I'll have to think about that. Do we need more cobblestone or stone or anything? Let me look. I can definitely go ahead and get more food too while I'm down here because I'm kind of low. I only have 7 bread on me. I mean, I have more wheat upstairs, but still. Bread is not the most ideal thing to eat, so if we can find more animals, it would be better. And maybe we get a little bit of oak wood as well. I'm trying to find a beach. I don't know how long this is going to take. I found a little bit of sand here and I blocked it in, so hopefully I can mine it. I'm just going to keep the walls as the walls for the water doesn't come pouring through. And then this should hopefully be enough because I already had like 40 on me. And yeah, this is pretty big, so we'll probably like 2 stacks after I finish mining all this, if not more, because it keeps going into the land. I have over 2 stacks of sand. I'm going to get some coal as well because there's a big vein here, and I'm honestly a little bit low on that. I remember back in my base I was struggling. I think we only have like 30 left, so I'm going to get as much as I can from this vein right here, and if I find another one I'll mine it too. But now that I am home, let me see if I have any wheat grown because I kind of used the rest of mine up. I also didn't really find any more pigs. I only got like 4 extra pork chop in my inventory, but we can start eating that now too. My bottom farm had a single wheat to harvest. Then this one has 2 pieces. Let me melt all of my sand up so we can place the windows in as well. And I'll put all the extra coal into both of the furnaces as well, just for it's ready and in there. While I'm still waiting for this to melt, we have 16 blocks, which means we can make at least a couple of panes. So we got 32 here. We can go ahead and place that up around this window. So let's get that started. And I guess I had the perfect amount somehow. That's kind of weird. I did not expect to do that. But that's the first window finished, which is good. Let me let this melt for a little bit longer. I mean, I was gonna say I'll collect my wheat, but looks like there's genuinely 2 pieces to collect down there. So I don't know if there's a point. I guess at the very least, I could go ahead and get some stuff in my inventory ready to use, like andesite, cobblestone, stone brick, and we can go continue building the house up there. Just other decorations in general. I think I have mostly everything I would end up using. And I do have 16 blocks again, so let's craft those into more panes and go up. I think it'd be cool to make like a tower in the back corner as well, but I'm gonna save that and not do that exactly yet. What if we have like the bottom? Like this was the bottom was stone brick, right? What if we try the bottom as, what is it called? Stone brick, but maybe it still morphs into stone? I don't know, I'm just trying to make it more interesting. Maybe that's not the best way to make it interesting though. Maybe I should just add like different like wood accents around or something like that. Let me try these windows though real quick. I just want to get that over with. I mean, I guess a stone house doesn't look bad. But then let me do this corner. So that'd be like this whole side almost fully stone. I guess we could just finish this full top as fully stone to see. It's not that much effort. It'll give me the best idea if I can just see it all done. And then I just need 2 more stone stairs. So I think I need to craft more of those. Yeah, I don't have any laying around. Okay, and then 1 and 2, just like that. And that looks cool. I think, yeah, I don't not like it. I actually don't have spruce on me. That's what I was going to try to do next. Let me go get some of that. Okay, I am back up here now. It's turning nighttime. But before it does, like, I wonder, what if we place, like, I guess some spruce and stuff around here? But then that's, like, a whole different color of wood. So that might just look weird. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess it, like, maybe it doesn't make, like, the most sense. But I think it still makes it look better to an extent because it adds something new. I think if we're bringing down the sides too, let's try that. It just rounds out and adds more depth, which I think is what I'm going for. How many trapdoors does this even make? 12? That's enough for now. 1, 2, 3. And 3 on the other side right there. Perfect. Yeah, I do not like it. That looks fine, I think. If we break these, then we could actually have 2 flower bed type of things right here. Maybe we could actually just have 1 trapdoor on these sides too, to start the angle, but it doesn't go all the way down, if that makes sense. And then let's place the other flower bed on these blocks, surrounded by the trapdoors, of course. Okay, and then, oh yeah, nice, the grass already spread. I didn't know if I would have to do that manually. Okay, that definitely looks nice. I like the windows right here a lot, so I would say let's try one of each. This glass would look better, maybe. Just the panes. Then there's a little hole above it, which I guess is a little weird possibly, but at the same time, I think it adds in some depth to it and just a different detail. Yeah, I think I like the glass better, maybe. I also want to try... Oh man, I don't have any trapdoors again, or oak wood. What if we had like some shutters on the side here of all these windows? But then I guess again, we'd have to remove this on both sides. Would it look good if they're only the top layers there? I think that adds something at least, yeah. Let me go get more oak wood and try test this out. And then for the rest of these shutter type of things, I don't know if this will just look weird, but that would be all of it. Let me replace this too to kind of get closer to the final product before I can compare it. Okay, so there would be glass here then as well. And then from right here, pretty close up, I just tabbed out Minecraft. Okay, this is what it looks like. I don't know, there's just so many different wood things going on here. Does it look weird? It might. What else could I do to help that? I think we could start off by at least giving some doors. Let's try spruce to begin. 1 here and 1 here, of course. Okay. Yeah, it adds even more random wood to the equation, but again, that might not be a bad thing. What if we try to make this top row actually like stone instead? I wonder if that would look good. Oh wait, but we can make stone trapdoors. So we'd have to use slabs, which would block this. So yeah, that kind of takes away from the plan. I don't think I want to do that then. What if there's just nothing there? I mean, how weird would that be? What if you have 1 stone there? No, the stone definitely looks odd, I would say. I mean, I don't mind how this looks. I think it does add something. I guess we could have the shutters be the same as this. Maybe move these down to here. Why don't I try that then? Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. I don't know, maybe that does look better. Because we could also have moss blocks here so it's a little more green. I think you can put flowers on those still. And then you can see through and it looks green still. I don't know. I think I might as well start replacing all this around. The top layer, the stone brick, we can replace with stone. Because I think that's what I'll go with. It just adds at least something more to the build. So I think it's worth it. It is going to cost quite a bit of stone though, so I'm going to have to melt more cobblestone. Which I could actually go store right now if I want to. Alright, I just replaced all of the stone around my house. And then I did like this shutter as a test. I don't know. I feel like I like it a little bit more, maybe. They're just like open. And then I guess the last thing would be... Why don't I place in... Well, not the last thing, but let's place in some glass here for now. And then if I want to make a tower... 1, 2, 3... Well, I guess this is in the middle of the window. Like, would a tower right here look weird or good? Maybe I can build some pillars up and see if this is what I was thinking of. This might be too small, though, honestly. Yeah, let me break this down. I think I gotta start a little bit bigger, at least. Especially if I want to have, like, depth in the walls, then the inside would literally be 1 block wide. So why don't we try a 5x5, which would start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. That would also go through the roof a bit, so I don't know if that's going to end up looking weird as well. I guess we're going to find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be it. And then 1 more here. Then those are the 4 corners. So I'm going to build this up like maybe like 7 blocks past the roof peak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 probably for now. And then yeah, this would come straight up through the roof here. And we're actually out of spruce wood, so I think I might need to grow more. Let's see if I have any in my chests. Yeah, I do not have any in my chests. So let me empty my inventory and I'm going to go mine some trees then. I have a lot of random wood and stuff on me that I got to put away. Then I don't think I actually have trees down there at the moment, so I need to bring bone meal. I only have 2 bones, I guess, though. I feel like I had more than that, but 6 bone meal, I guess that's fine for now. Let's go down and plant these. And I only have 20 saplings. I also remember having more than that, too, but I don't know what must have happened. Oh, wait, yeah, my wheat. Do we have any wheat up here we could get? Is this a bit of a shortcut? Ooh, it is. Nice. Yeah, let me collect all this. There's actually a lot more that's grown in since I looked at it last. And then the bottom farm as well. I can get all of these blocks, and I end up getting a total of 28 wheat, which is definitely not bad at all. Might have to use some of it for food since I only have 1 pork chop left. But I might be able to find animals while I'm down here too, so... Okay, 3 more wheat here, but no bone meal or trees. Then this is where I placed one of the trees before, and it obviously worked, so let's place one here again. I'll do like torches on the corners to help with the lighting. And then I will place one... I guess it was like around here somewhere. It must have been. Oh, so is there floating dirt in the air there? I did not realize that. I should probably go break that. That's gonna stop trees from growing. I don't know if that's always been there, if I placed it at some point, forgot to remove it. Honestly, it could be either one. Amplified has such weird terrain. And now I should be good to go ahead and place down my saplings back in this area. And then, okay, yeah, those are the 3 spots I was using. I'm throwing bone meal this one because if we only have 6 bone meal, seems like this is the most likely to grow. Let me see if I have any more bone meal in this chest too. I don't think I did. Okay, I did not. So let me try this. And it doesn't grow. Okay, that's unfortunate. Maybe we can find some skeletons in this cave right here. I feel like there's a chance I definitely could. Let me also get some wood before I leave so we can make torches when we find coal, because I don't have any wood or torches. Or coal. I don't actually see any coal down here yet, which is weird. Oh, there's actually some behind me, okay. It's hard to see if there's any skeletons or anything in this cave because I'm just blinded by the light behind me. So for now, let me get this coal. There might actually be easier coal. There is easier coal, okay. Well, I haven't found any skeletons, but I do have 58 more coal in my inventory now. It is turning night though, so I'm probably gonna have more luck starting now. I just have to get to a good spot where I can actually find skeletons too. Because this is like a huge mountain, so they're gonna be spawning all over the place. But over here, it seems like it gets a lot more flat, so I'm gonna have the best chance over here. So I will go this way. Okay, I did find some skeletons. It might be a little dangerous though. There's also a spider. But we need these bones to help the trees grow. I could also just wait, like maybe it'll be grown when I'm over there. But again, you know, having bones is a good thing. Okay, this spider's still chasing me as well. Let me finish it off. I don't mind some free string. And there's another skeleton. And try to dodge the arrows. Alright, so we've killed 3.5. 5 bones. That's actually pretty good. That one didn't drop a bone. Oh man, there's 2 more. Okay. That's good, but it's also bad because I'm low. And they almost started shooting me. Oh, they're shooting each other. Nice. Okay, that one dropped nothing. That one dropped 1, I think. Well, this is kind of bad. I mean, 6 isn't nothing, but let's get a little bit more lucky with the drops, I think. This is also a good spot to farm them. This is pretty flat around here. I feel like I found quite a few in only a minute. I got 1 more there and 1 more over there, okay. Let's get this one in the forest first. We have some natural cover. And was that 2 bones? Okay, that is very nice. Let me continue killing these guys and let's see how many I can get tonight. I don't know if I'll spend the whole night doing it though. And another skeleton here. I think I'm about to leave after this one. I don't think I've actually got any more bones since I last caught 2 guys. So I guess I kind of lied. But I think 10 is more than enough, honestly, which we'll probably leave with. Yeah. I am back to my base. I got pretty low on the way back, so I'm just eating some food and collect my wheat one more time. I can also use some of this wheat to breed my sheep, which I will do when I'm up there again in 1 moment. But also I have to go all the way back down for the trees too. I just wanted to come up here to get more food first before I want to die. But I'm still gonna mine spruce in just a second here. I just chopped down the first tree here. I'll probably actually remove the saplings for we can make sure all of these leaves decay. Because I have so little saplings in the first place, I gotta be extra careful. And I'm gonna try to bone meal this tree. Hopefully we can get it. Yes, we did. Let me mine this entire one then too, and then I will get all these saplings that have fallen next to me when I'm done. And honestly, if I could get more food, I think it'd be worth it. But like, I don't know. I've already looted so many of the animals around me, so I don't know if I'll find anything. But I'm running out of wheat and stuff. My farms just are not big to sustain feeding me and my sheep. So let me see. Maybe I can find a couple animals nearby before I go up again. I don't think I've been up this way past this mountain. And there's already actually 1 sheep right here, so we can get that one. Ooh, and finally I found 2 pigs right here. I ate like 2 bread getting here for only like 1 mud, and it's almost not even worth it. But these pigs will definitely make it worth it. And hopefully I find some more stuff on the way back. Well, I got some more wheat and I have that wood, so I'm gonna go up there and start trying to build the outline of that tower again to see how it looks. And hopefully I can get something I'm happy with. Then the other block will be on the roof right here. That'll be the 5x5 shape. And I was going up to this height for now at least. So let's go ahead and end it off right there. Then this side also needs to come up. And finally we can finish this 4th corner. And then let me go down to the ground and see how this is coming along. I can also just go ahead and place these 2 back windows in to get it over with. Then for the sides of the base, I want to use the wool again probably, but I don't have wool on me at the moment. And also this does look good so far, so we're going to continue building this up. Maybe I'll do like 2 floors, so what would be the middle? 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5 blocks? Oh no, it's way more than 5 blocks. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's not right either. Alright, so that's 6 blocks, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's where it would be even. So I think we could actually go with that, hopefully. Let me build this around in a bit of a circle like this, and then we'll fill in the walls, and we'll see if all that looks good, which hopefully it does. Let me get all this finished. So it'll be 2 layers. There'll be some like windows up here and like a ladder to get up. It's basically just like a watchtower on the side of the house, which I think is going to add a lot. Okay, then the top layer is all I need to place in. Just some beams right here. I also need to get more scaffolding dirt because I'm out of it. Alright, then we have some stone and stone brick again. Why don't we use the stone brick at the bottom to try to keep that theme? I guess we could do it around the corners, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe the whole outline will be stone brick and then the inside will be stone. I feel like that could be kind of cool. But then this is like in the middle of the roof, which is kind of weird, but we're just going to dig out around it. So these parts would all be removed. Actually, those ones would probably stay. But yeah, all these blocks can go because there's going to be a wall right here. And then this one, yeah, this one can stay as well. That is perfectly fine. So let's continue with the stone brick here, which we do need to make some more of. And then also the stone has got to come all the way up to the top. And then let's end it there for now. I'll kind of see how that's coming along. And then yeah, I guess that would actually be a stone brick there if we're going to make it the outerior of this. And then just a bit of stone. You know, and I think as a whole, this does add a lot to the whole base, so definitely glad I went this route. I also have to breed my sheep again. I haven't really been breeding them. I did really recently, but other than that, I have not. Well, yeah, I guess I can't breed 2 of them again, because I did do it. And it has been 5 minutes then. Then right here, we're going to need some windows. While we mine on one there, then continue this stone brick thing right here, possibly. And then what if we just do something simple like that? And then we also bring out these stairs. Then we've got 1 stair here, 1 stair here. And then also, I know a little bit of a trick. So we can make some walls. I guess you can actually make walls, though, out of stone. So we'll have to do stone brick walls, which would kind of be like that. Does that kind of ruin the stone brick thing? I don't know. Maybe it does. We could use andesite, but... And then that gives like a really cool indent shape, which I think will end up looking nice. Let me go grab some more dirt, though, and then we'll kind of look at this again. And then up here on this layer again, gotta add in the 2 stairs and the walls on both the sides. I actually need more walls, I only have 2 left. And then the second one's right here, of course. And then the glass panes in the middle, just like that. Okay, and then for the corners, I think we should also start doing this. I'm pretty sure I want to have trapdoors to add in even more depth here. Hopefully that carries this area and just makes it look the best that it can. We're gonna need a good amount of these too, which I don't think we have enough. 10... 14, yeah, we definitely need way more wood in general. Okay, 54 definitely feels like enough now. I guess we can use the rest for stairs. And then this corner, all around these. Let's place all of these up, and then I will once again look how this is coming along right now. So I also need wool. I probably have some in my chest, but I mean, I might as well use the sheep up here if we have them. That's 11 blocks, which is not quite enough, I assume. But it's going to be enough to at least get started on this, which I want to do. I'll just make a temporary dirt staircase up here so we can get up and down easily. And then these will go in, yeah, this layer back 1 block. So there's some extra depth with these stairs as well. Then I at least finished the outline, so we'll have to place the rest of their blocks in there in a second. And then for this interior, I want to keep working on it, or at least the roof. I mean, it doesn't look amazing. Like, I feel like I maybe could have done something else to make it look better still, but I'm happy with the result overall. I'll have to think next time what it could change, but it's definitely not bad. And then let's block in the whole roof here. And then have say, a couple of blocks kind of blocking off the ladder, just like that. So you can get up here safely and not fall down. But then these, or this line I should say, will be full of ladders so we can climb. 27, I'm assuming that's more than enough, yeah. Let me just make my way down, placing these. And then back up, because I guess there's a gap in between each one I placed. And finally, we can use some of our stone again to finish the outlines. Well, I guess that would be wall blocks if we're doing windows. So yeah, let's just do that. I can save myself some stone. And these would be stairs. So let me make more of those. And also, this would probably just be a wall, so we can just place stone here. Full for now. 1 and 2. We need more wall blocks. I do not have them at the moment. 1 stair right here. Oh no, I guess the back wall though. It's a ladder, so we're not gonna have windows there either. Okay, 1 stair here. And then another layer of stone brick, which we need to get more of from our chests. If we have any, let's see. Oh yeah, how do we get back down now? I guess we have to make a little door in our house here. There we go. And then as for this area, let's just continue the floor with some spruce, I guess. This will just be a part of our house now. And then we need torches in here. Let's place plenty of those so we don't have any unwanted monsters. I'll just do like 3 here for now. Yeah, there you go. Then we don't really need too many planks. 32 is more than enough. And finally, there's one more block we need to replace the ladder on, just there. This is a weird spot for a ladder, but I mean, it works, so whatever. Okay, and I'm back with some stone brick. So let's place it here, and then this is stone brick and this layer. And then there's also one stone we're missing, but we can place that in after when I actually get more, because I'm just out right now. And then this layer, one more stone brick to begin, of course. We'll have windows on both sides, so there'll be walls here. And then the rest will be stone, except this outline will be stone brick. So I can go ahead and place the stone stairs at least, because that's what I have on me. And then also we can place a little bit of a floor we can actually stand up here and walk on, which I guess would just be one layer underneath the window, so right on these blocks would make sense. Okay, then I think that is everything I can place in for now until... No, wait, we can make more stone brick walls to go in these window spots. And then we're just waiting on stone now, I think. Also, the back wall we can just fully fill in with stone brick. I feel like that doesn't really matter. And then for the very top, we've got to design some sort of design. Like, do we do stone brick walls or something? Does that make sense? And then maybe a spruce slab on the corners? That could look nice. Yeah, I don't think that's bad. But let me go see if I have more wool too. And then what else do I need? We need stone, which I was melting. And then wool we can check in the chest because my sheep... Looks like at least one of them haven't regrown their wool, so I'll just leave them alone for now. Alright, so I've got 28 stone for my furnace and 20 wool for my chest. I think we can finish both of the things with that. That is exactly what I will do. So one there. We can place the stone in the back wall here. And then that's just a piece of stone, yeah. And as for up here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the same on the other side. We can go ahead and place in those glass panes too. I think I did the glass panes below me. I'm not 100%. And if we do have enough to make walls, we can make those again. Looks like we have 12. Which will be enough. Yes, just actually the perfect amount. And we'll place in these slabs for now if we're going with that. I don't actually know for sure. Maybe some torch in all these corners to make the walls look a little bit more interesting as well. And then this area is pretty much done. It's just a big lookout. I think it does its purpose. We can also place slabs up here so that we can actually use it better and get on the edge and look around a little bit more. But for safety, this is what you would usually do. But for practical use, I think being able to jump up is super helpful. And I did not finish the back of my roof yet. Okay. I also need to do that. Before I do anything though, let's use this wool. Is that enough to fill the rest of this in? I think it is. Okay, then I don't think I have to do anything else with that wall. I like how it looks. This block could be replaceable too though. It's a very tiny detail, but... Okay, yeah, I love that. The white mix looks so nice. Is there where else we can add in wool? I don't think so. I don't think it would make sense anywhere else. So we'll just leave it like this. It looks like is there a lot of... I actually just butchered that. I was trying to say, it looks like there's a lot of wheat here that's grown in, so I want to harvest all that up too while I can. And then the other blocks I needed, I'm basically just waiting for stone, so I can make stone brick stairs and finish that roof. We also need some andesite, so let's bring that back up. As for spruce and other stuff, I think I'm fine on that for now. But we want to plant some trees above me too. So maybe we could get some more wood. Maybe, yeah. Let me just collect this bottom wheat field to start, and then I'll kind of decide what I should do from there. And then I'm ending off with a total of... Well, I guess I started with some wheat in my inventory, but we're over a stack now, which is nice. And then I'm going to run all the way back up. This is the wrong way. But I want to go feed my sheep if I can. I want to double check. I'm not in much of a rush anyway, because we're waiting on that stone to melt, basically. I should actually see if I can add more in there, too. Alright, there's still like half a stack in each one. We might be able to finish the stuff with the stone I just got already. I mean, 46 is not bad. That can make me quite a few stairs. Okay, can all of these sheep eat wheat? Yes, they can. Okay, we just bred 2 sets of sheep, so we should have 6 sheep total now. Definitely getting close to what I want. There's also a missing window here that we need to build. So let's get a crafting table out so we can check that off the list as well. Just some glass panes. Okay, that's perfect. And to get up there, I actually need to go to the other side of my house, right? Yeah, I need to go inside this tower. It's probably the easiest way to the roof without having to stack up. This window also fits perfectly right above the house, which is really nice too. It's a good lookout. Okay, then for the back window, we need to start with the stone brick, which starts at this layer and goes all the way across. And with the bottom, okay, I just fell again. I was gonna say with the bottom almost fully complete, I can place it in the middle too, but I'm just out of stone brick almost. I don't know how much more I need. Is that just one block? I think I might only need one more block of stone stairs. Because then this is a part of the pillar, so we're not gonna do anything with that. And then these would be the inside blocks, which are andesite. Okay, yeah, so this is gonna be finished then. It looks great. The backside looks the same as the front. Let's go have another peek. And this is the finished product. Why don't we also place in some glass paints here if we want to try that instead? And I can't think of anything else I would add here. Maybe the plants, like we need to maybe get some moss and plants, but like that's something for another time because I don't have that on me. We'll have to go into a cave, which we can definitely do here in a second probably. And then we need more skeleton and bones because I want to regrow the trees up in this area because obviously we had to take all of them away because I built it down so far. This mushroom, I'm also just trying to decide, should I have it here as well? I think it could be nice to keep it. But I also want a tree back here. So, and it would be dark oak trees I think would look the best. And then back here too, if we could kind of artificially expand this, we have a spot to place a tree. Like right here feels like a great spot for a tree, but I don't know. We could try it in a minute if I want to. I think for now, focusing on some of the materials we need to get, which was, I'm already forgetting somehow, what was it? I had to go to a cave. Oh yeah, moss and flowers and stuff like that. Let me double check my chest though. I just don't think I've been picking up stuff like that in this video so far. Yeah, we don't have moss. I do have some flowers, or I guess a single flower lilacs. Alright, we'll look out for that when I go then. We also have enough wheat to hopefully make quite a few more pieces of bread. I guess we can just max it out right now. Hopefully find some animals while we're out too. But I need a little bit of wood to be able to craft a craft table, torches, sticks, everything like that. And then do we have any more torches or coal we can take with us? I guess we'd have to... Okay, no, we do have it on us. Nice. Okay. Well, let me get those then. And in this cave, I just found one very nearby. I got some moss. There's some dripstone, flowers. Then there's also some of these like azaleas I've been gathering. Maybe we can place those. I mean, I don't know what we'll do, but I'd rather have more stuff to decorate with than less and have to come back. So I'm going to gather a variety of different things I find. And hopefully find another couple of animals. I feel like we're going back to the surface this way. So it might be in an area I haven't explored yet. But then again, I feel like I've explored everywhere near my base, so I don't know. Oh, there's a pill garden right here. That's interesting. I don't think we need the gray moss. We're going to leave this alone. But it's nice to know there's one in case I wanted any blocks. I don't think there's any good blocks from there. I've actually never used a pile of oak wood though. It could be fun to try to use it sometime. But either way, not right now. We got to make it back to the surface and look for some animals. Well, it's not a requirement, but if I could find them, it'd be a bonus. And I do see a chicken. Will it just be a single chicken though? And I'm back at my base. I got a couple pieces of food and the moss like I talked about. So let's go place all of it in after I collect this wheat on both of these farms. And then if I want to put the chimney over here, I just do think it would look better if there was one in this house. I guess we could surround these stairs and then have like a campfire in the middle for some smoke or something. Or just look better with just the stairs actually too, like I don't know. I mean, that looks pretty nice, but I do think we need the smoke to really steal the look. So maybe we just put one campfire here and then there'll be a stair in the front. I just have to get a campfire in the first place. I cannot make one right now. Alright, then I can place some of the glass panes actually on this building. I kind of forgot I never did that, so let's just get that over with. I only have a couple windows left. And then also, we need more wool. If I can find some or bring some over here eventually for this top part back here. Because I actually never finished filling it in. But luckily I have been gathering some more up. That reminds me, I do actually also need to feed my sheep, so let's go do that too. So I just sheared all my sheep, we got 15 more wool, and I can place that down there in just a second. But first, let's replace these with moss blocks. And then I also guess I actually forgot to get like more unique flowers from the ground, but we still have plenty of time to do that later, so I'll get them at some other point. I also want to place in this stone all the way up to the roof line and fill that in a little bit. I guess that's good enough. Then what else do I even need to do up here? I think this part of the base is basically completely done. Oh yeah, except for replanting the trees. I don't know where my saplings are though. I know I have some at the very bottom. I just don't know if I have some up here. 29 dark oak saplings in this chest. So yeah, I definitely do have enough. Let's go plant just the saplings and wait for it to grow to save on bone meal. And I can see if they're in good positions. I had like one idea for a spot, which would be to the back left of this house. I was actually showing it off earlier. So yeah, right there. And then I think probably one would look pretty nice somewhere like right here maybe. That might be too close though, but let's try it for now and see if they even grow in the first place. And then for the corner, I feel like one behind the mushroom here a bit would look pretty nice too, so we can go ahead and attempt to place that in, and then I will wait. And then the flower and azalea, we could place one like maybe to the right of this window. Then I'd say the rest of the stuff needs to be flowers, or maybe it's still looking weird. Or, you know, actually, we could just save the azaleas for just around the house like this, like a little bush there. That might give us more value than using it as like the actual flower, because it does make a very good bush. I also need to finish the other trapdoors on all of these sides if I want to do that. I guess I could see if I have more spruce wood right now. Also, if I make some fences, I actually don't have lanterns on me, but I wonder if I placed like hanging lanterns on both of these sides, it would give us some nice lighting. And I feel like it would also look kind of cool and add to the base. So let me craft some lanterns to hang from there. I could actually craft them right now though. Yeah, I have iron and torches. I just got to put them in my crafting table with some iron nuggets. We'll only craft 2 for now because that's what I need. I don't want to clog up my inventory because it's already like really full of a bunch of random garbage. Okay, then there we go. The 2 lanterns are placed in. Let's see, does that look good? And honestly, yeah, I think it does. That adds to the base. Also, for these pillars, to make this a little bit less straight, what if we add in like the pillars overhanging like that? I do think that would make it look better, yeah. I don't actually have dirt to scaffold with though, so I might just wait to do the other side. Or I guess we could just jump up from the roof and do the other side right now. It also started raining out of nowhere, but I guess it's not thunderstorming, so I'll just have to deal with the sound and the reduced vision. But while I do that, this would be the block we have to replace, which I feel like will look cool coming like literally out of the roof. Wait, that's not even the block, it's this one. Same logic though, I think it will look cool. Let me pick up that stair that fell. Wait, that's the wrong stair. Oh no, where did my stair go? Did it fall all the way down here? I think it did. And I will just have to stack up with cobblestone. I do not want to go all the way back up. Okay, that does look fine. And then I guess we could test it with the toppler too, but I'm gonna go back inside for that. Oh nice, I actually had a tree growing here too already. Well, it's raining so you can't see as good. And I guess I actually butchered the roof, but with those 2 things in mind, I think it looks pretty nice. I'm definitely making improvements here, which I'm happy with. And before I go back down to my chests, I am going to go ahead and go fix those pillars up there that I forgot, just so I can be done with it. Then I didn't do the backside yet for almost all of these, I think. So I will also go ahead and complete that. Looks like we need the bottom floor now, which shouldn't be too difficult. And now it should all be completely finished. I think every single part of it. And one more view from the side here, that's what it's looking like. Very, very nice in my opinion. And then we can shear the sheep a little bit more and then breed them again, hopefully. And then let's go fill in the bottom house down there to just kind of finish it off too. Alright, with my 20 wool, that's more than enough to place it in this side of the building. And then, I mean, there's a bunch of like floating dirt and stuff, but let's just worry about that another time. I'll break my dirt scaffolding here, place some more torches in for safety. And then for now, we'll leave this build alone, but we could definitely like do something for real here later. And, like add some stuff inside if I needed to. I just don't know if we need the space for anything, but I definitely like how it turned out. Oh yeah, and the chimney. Can I make the campfire? I think I can now. It would be 3 of these on the bottom with a coal right there. Then I've got a stack back up to the top, and we should be able to place it down. Okay, then let's see if we place it. And then what does like the side view from right down here look like? Okay, I mean you can see fire. And then from over here you can actually still see smoke, which is really cool. I think I like it. It definitely makes it better. Okay, so I think I need a couple other finishing touches like those flowers, and then I was thinking one more thing I could build that would be cool is like, I don't even know if I can explain it in words, but there'd be like a platform right here with something going down with like supplies on it that can get like lifted back up. I don't know if there's room for it here, but I feel like it'd fit because there's like a lot of blank space. Other than that though, I kind of run out of room to even build things, so I have to start getting really creative because I do have plenty of time left to add a couple more actual buildings. I can also focus on like decorating the interiors of the ones I've already built, which I can definitely do. I guess like right here, the window spot, we could place something, maybe like 2 stairs. But then again, how tall is this building even going to be? I guess I have to decide that as well. But we could probably block it off using some of our stone right now. And then maybe this will be where the roof ends, so we can have a pretty high ceiling. So we can place that shelf and it'll make sense. And then this will be the ceiling block if I go with this design. That andesite is going to be a window up there too. So I guess actually, why don't we just make the ceiling like go up basically infinitely, and then it's only blocked off when we need it to be. We'll just make it like a little bit more. So like basically filling in this block here under these stairs, and then this block here, and then you can like look up and see the window in a way. And we could actually place like 2 things here in front of the window and place like some flowers so you can see stuff from the outside. I feel like that'd be really cool. I just have to place these stairs there to do that. And then I also think, Well, I can't get up there, never mind. But I need to place like some more stone and stuff in that area, hopefully. I actually need more stone in the first place as well, so let me go check my furnace. Okay, then for this layer, to add in some, like, not depth, I guess, but I guess more shape would be the right word, probably. I think we should add back stairs on this bottom layer. So this side's finished, it would be like looking up here. That will be where the flowers are, so you can see from the outside. And then these will be stairs too, to just kind of round it all out a bit more, so... I do need more stone to finish that, just to start melting some more, but I'm pretty sure I'm out because I was finishing walls and stuff. So I did use up quite a bit. But like, we need little decorations is what I gotta focus on. So I'm gonna go down for my base once again and get those. Maybe hopefully some more food and stuff too, but I won't record much of it because I've already done that so much. Can I breed my sheep too before I go? It does seem like I can. Even this area with these two trees here, just walking around the base, it makes it feel so much more... I don't know, I guess maybe alive would be the right word. So let me also put some flowers here so we can make that even more true. And on the front, because I don't think I'm adding anything else to the front of this base. So some bamboo could definitely be a nice touch right now. But then I'm going to break all the too tall areas and maybe some of these flowers. But definitely the too tall bushes because I don't want to like block the view of this. It's mostly just to add in some foliage for this, just all like completely flat. Okay, that should be a lot better. Ooh, and I found two flowers right here, Lily of the Valley. Let's get a couple of those. These are pretty good flowers to use for some decoration. And I guess there's only two in this area for some reason. Honestly, it's really hard to find any flowers here because it's just such a big jump on these hills, getting up and down them. I've only found there's two Lily of the Valleys, and I've honestly been looking for a while. I'm going through my food pretty quickly, so I hope I keep finding more on my way around these forests that I'm at. Especially because you take more fall damage because it's just so easy to fall in this. You're using even more food than you usually would. There's actually 4 skeletons over here. I could definitely use some more bones probably. Can't lure some of them over here to not fight 4 at once. I'm gonna see if it's possible. I don't know if it will be. And I've got quite a few more pigs. I'm up to 6 pork chops and 5 mutton, which is definitely pretty good. There's actually a lot more animals around this area. I think I've gone a little bit further away from my base than I have before, but it's paying off because I'm finding a lot of new stuff. See a sheep and some chicken over here that I will definitely go ahead and get before I leave. And my flint and steel is broken, so I just gotta kill these chickens with my axe. Then I can probably head back home now. I think I will do that. So I am back up at my base here. I got a bunch more pigs on the way, so I should actually probably put this in the furnace. As long, not as long, but as well as my other food. Let me get all this stuff put up. And then, yeah, so I was talking about the thing I want to build earlier. I think it would look pretty cool. So where would I put that? I think somewhere here, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that would be a good size. I don't think I can make it bigger without looking weird, honestly. So I think it looks something like this. And then we'd have a 4 black apple ones again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. Can it be this small, though? Because I want to have one thing holding it up from up here. I don't know. I guess we can make it... Yeah, okay, I have an idea on how to make it work. And then these would have to go upward. I don't know if this is going to look good at all, but hopefully it does. And then... Well, actually, I need the block back there, but it's okay. So then... The roof of this will just be like slabs or something, honestly. It doesn't really matter. This can be like stairs. And then this will be nothing. And then I do need the slabbed roof to continue, though, with my building and my ideas. So let's place that on the top right here. Oh, I fell. Okay, and then... I don't know. Do I have enough to do all this? I think I do. So let me get to it. I did also run out of wood, so I gotta go get some more of that. But on my way to doing that, I can finish... Well, not finish, but I can place in the flowers here like I wanted to earlier. Let's place like one white one here. And did I just throw my other ones out from the bone meal? I think I might have. So we might have to go get more somehow. Which is fine, because I do actually have to bone meal some stuff. I know at a certain place. Okay, I did keep the flowers in my chest too, though, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put all this random food. As well as some of the wood for now, because I just need to make space. The moss can go away, the flowers, the sugar cane. Then we're actually going to take out these 2 types of flowers. The Lily of the Valley flower should probably stay. Maybe the lilacs are useful too. And then as for spruce wood... Oh, we have like no spruce wood. Okay, I guess I have to go down and mine my tree then. That's fine by me. Let me go ahead and go do that. And all my pork chops are done melting. Do we have more food? I mean, I have 2 chicken I can melt. And then some wheat I can harvest as well. Okay, then around this area, this is where I could get some more flowers if I needed it. Because I can plant this, remove the 2 tall grass, and then also the flowers. And then I'll just add some foliage around here, which of course is always a good thing. I think we need to place like 2 more here. I really want this front side to be full of grass. Well, I guess it didn't really get the effect I was going for, but that's good enough. And we did get extra flowers to place, so let's go ahead and go do that. And then even from over here, I want to show it off. That just looks so much more amazing with the couple of pieces of grass sit in there. And I guess we could even do some in this area too. I mean, I don't have too many bones or bone meal on me, but you can definitely afford to do a couple of them here. There's just like 6 flowers in that spot. I don't know why there's so many, but I would definitely take it. You can do one there. And then also in this forest will be a very important area. So I guess we could get that over with right now if we wanted to. Some of the bone meal we do have. And honestly too, I think it's fine to have 2 tall grass in this area because it's like a dense forest. So it definitely fits the theme more so than having it in front of the houses and looks a bit better. But I do need to get the spruce still. That's where I'm headed now because I need more wood to build my stuff with. And I'll keep the flowers safe in my inventory up here. And then let's throw these slabs out, just making sure I have enough room. Okay, so I've got to take a bit of a risk and jump down here, but I know I will catch my fall because I'm just the best. And then for this area here, we gotta have some like, what is it even called? The stairs holding it up, so it doesn't just look like this floating structure, because right now it looks very weird. I also have to fix the bottoms of all these little edges here too, just for the spruces sticking straight down. Then probably right from here is where we want the pillar to start, I would assume. But I don't know 100%, so I'm gonna experiment with it a bit. Okay, this should be a good platform to build off of. And let me expand it a bit this way so we can do the other side as well. And then we can bring it back towards the wall quite a bit too. There we go. And I'm out of dirt, but I can go get some more pretty easily if I just run back up here. But for now, before I run anywhere, I want to finish at least one of these shapes going all the way down to the mountain and connecting us up safely. Hopefully, that'd be the plan. And then yeah, that'd be again like touching that black brothers dirt there, so we'll wait on that. And then does that look good? I don't know, does that hold it up? It might. I think the first thing I definitely need though is we need to go ahead and get more dirt. So let me go over here and do that. And then I can actually just stack probably from this way just to get up a little bit faster if I want to. I can make a bit of a bridge. Okay, break that block, and then we are connected up with all of this stuff. Perfect. And I will start the other side, but I want to get a little bit more of a view from far away, how this is looking. Okay, well, yeah, I think something about this looks very odd. I'm going to try to change it to stripped spruce, and I can see if that maybe helps a little bit. If that doesn't help, I'm not sure what I'll do, though, because I'm not too happy with the look of it so far, honestly. Which is fine. Just need to do some experimenting, I think. Okay, let me see if that helped. I mean, it's not bad. I think the one other thing I could do, I was just thinking here for a second about it. What if we make this more tilted? So this entire line would be stairs. So that way it isn't like so square. If that makes any sense. I think we actually have to go under here though. And then kind of make like another really big scaffolding line all the way over here, which is in kind of an awkward spot, but there we go. This should be the right angle to finish this whole thing up. Okay, and let's see again if that's looking a bit better. I think it will be. I don't know. Hopefully. I think it looks a bit better. Yeah, honestly, even if it's not 100% perfect, I think I'll just have to take what I can get. This is probably the best I can have. So then for the middle, let's start building the platform that I was thinking up. It'll be slabs, of course. So let's start by placing 2 slabs. Well, 4 slabs in the middle here. And there goes my shovel. And then it'll be one more on the edge of each of these blocks would be it, I think. And then I'll give us a platform. Okay, that looks good so far. And then we'll need more, yeah, what is it called? Fence posts, yeah. I don't know if I have fence in my chest. I'm gonna go check, because if I do, I might as well get that instead of crafting a bunch more. Okay, I have 11, which definitely is not enough. I also think it'd be cool to have some stonework walls. So let me make a set of those for the bottom and the top. I'll show you guys in a second, just for the connecting block. It's kind of hard to say out loud. Then what else do I need? I think that's honestly it. Well, for now at least. I need more decorations, but... Oh yeah, and the fence. I need to craft more fence. We can do that up here, though. And then I might as well also place in my flowers while I'm right here. I think I low-key forgot last time. A lilac on that window. I mean, yeah, this looks good enough. I like it. I also need another mushroom block for down here. I don't know how I'll do that, but I could do it later at some point. I'm not too worried about it. Then I can also make this spruce come out a little bit more. I just think it looks a bit better to have the platform be a little bit longer. We need a new axe too. And then I can start on finishing the slabbed roof. And then from the top of the slabbed roof on the opposite corners. No, wait, this is where we start with the walls. So one wall here, one wall there, and then there'll be fence going down the middle, which will be holding this platform up. So it's basically like a lift all the way down to the bottom. It does collide with the bridge, but we're just gonna ignore that and pretend it doesn't. It's not actually functional. If this was the crate mod or something, we'd have to move it over though. But it's supposed to be basically being one of those. It's like a lift so we can get stuff up here easier, which I think is a really cool design. And it doesn't have to be perfect. The idea is there. So we need more fence now, which I can craft, like I said, right up here. Just gotta do it slowly. And now I've got 54 total. So let me get down to the bottom and do that first. I think would be better. Okay, those are actually the opposite blocks. Should be these ones that I'm making. Alright, and then we can stack up one at a time and connect these. And then that will basically be the look I'm going for, and we'll see if it looks good, or if it just looks bad or something. Okay, there's that one connected. We can jump down here and connect the other one up just barely if we reach. Perfect. Then let's break some of this dirt scaffolding so I can see a little bit better of what I've created. So we should be done with it if this looks good. If not, we'll have to bridge back over a bit, but I don't really mind. Oh yeah, and then the second stair post, yeah, we need that still. Which starts from, looks like somewhere around here. There's also a place that upside down thing sitting there. And then one block in front of it is where we start these stairs going down. So that is exactly what I will do. So this one is basically finished here because it connects, but then this one would have to go so far away to connect. So I'm just gonna wait. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll make like a spruce coming over to hold it. I don't know what I'll do, but for now it's being held up by the air, which is fine by me. If it works, it works. And there goes yet another shovel. How many have I gone through this video? Probably a lot. Alright, so right here, as you guys can see, we have the lift that comes all the way down. And I do think the lift is pretty cool. I just don't know what else I could add to it. Well, I mean, I know the decorations, but I mean, like, as for like an actual addition to the shape or size, I think we're kind of locked in with this, which is fine by me, of course. I want to get some barrels and campfires. I think that will be probably what's mostly up there. But I also think adding like some moss and like flowers, like, so it's like looks like it's lifting actual flowers, if that makes sense, would be really cool. I'll show you that in just a second. I'm gonna break most of this path. Might be a little bit risky, but that way you can see as little of it as possible, and we can break it easy in a second here when we're done. Do I have existing barrels is the question. It doesn't really look like it, but we have plenty of dark oak wood to make some, so let me get some slabs, and then you can craft up a bunch of those. Looks like about 31, which is a very good amount. I'll put back the rest of that extra wood we have because we're not going to use that right now. And then campfires. Once again, we can just use the dark oak wood, I think, to make sticks. Those are buttons. We can use these to make sticks now. And then as for the coal, we should have some in our furnaces. We do, and we have some on us. Then what's that? What's left? I think that's all you need to craft them, yeah. Coal in the middle, and then the campfires. We have 21 of those, which is more than enough. Finally, we want the lilacs and some of these random flowers. And then let's see what we can do with these. I would just want to start by spamming a bunch of barrels and stuff around. I guess I can place them a little bit more uniform, especially in the back here. Let's have it like kind of be like way high up, and then campfire here, here, probably up here and here. Extinguish all of those. I think that looks pretty good. And then the moss will be here with a flower on top, so it looks like it's carrying a flower. Same for here, we could always replace it so it's not like 2 lilacs, but I think for now it definitely looks fine like that. Then let's place one campfire here to kind of block off some of the moss, hopefully. Another one back here. And then how does that look? I mean, that's perfect. That's honestly what I was imagining. Let me break the entire bridge and then I can see how it looks from a couple different angles. But I think that adds just so much to the base. It's like a functional thing that, well, it's not functional, but it's supposed to be if it was real. That's what I mean. Alright, that looks pretty nice, especially from far away. I bet it looks better too. I don't know though, but I do really like that. I'm proud of it. You know, since the day is also getting a little closer to ending, I could go through here and place some of the bone meal I wanted to on these parts. Okay, not bad. I want to just look a little bit more lush. Then we gotta stack up here and break a block below us, I guess, because there's no other way I can get up here right now. Also, some of this grass is not spreading. Is it because there's no light? I think it is. Honestly, whatever. It's fine with me. It would be better if it was all here, though, but what can you do? Guess we could use moss or something instead, but I can change it later if I need to. Okay, that looks good. Oh, these blocks definitely need to grow, though, before we're done with this. So why don't we just place a couple torches in here? And then right here, we'll place a torch for that can grow. Same for this area. Let's place a couple in. Whoops. And then we'll come back and bone meal the missing spots when those do grow in. I've been looking around my base for a second here, and I think one small thing I would like to do is what if we connect a path on the backside of this all the way over to the other side, just so we can get around a lot easier too. It would be super helpful. So let's make a couple of stairs here going up. All right, then that will be the correct layer, I think. If you want to just bring over some spruce blocks, that would be perfect. And then once these are connected, we can remove this spruce with the lantern I placed in earlier. And we could probably move it to like right here to still get some extra lighting and stuff. I think that'd look nice in the back. But now we can get over to both sides of the base. Just makes it easier to get around, I think. And then let's bring all this out a bit. I want to still keep the depth of the mountain overhanging, but I just need a little bit more room here. So I'm going to try to artificially add some. So yeah, something just like this. Okay. And then I do have more bone meal on me, so I might as well go around this area and add in a couple more. Curve some out so we have a bit more of a clear path. Okay, yeah, so something like this. And then one more little thing, of course. Well, this right here too, actually. Yeah, let me get this. All this stuff. That'll make it look a lot cooler if we bone meal all these areas. Okay, but other than that, there's actually one more thing I wanted to do that isn't bone mealing. Once I finish this though, let me actually lock in. Oh yeah, then all the way up here too. We can definitely add some pieces. But just for it looks more interesting, and I don't know, maybe we'll add something too, but I think let's make this go around more so we hit the other side of the mountain. Is that right? No, I placed it wrong. But let's place this one so we can replace this one easier. And I need to craft some more stairs because my other stair did fall. And we're gonna need more anyway if we keep building this. Okay, that one's placed right. Then we'll need another pillar here, which is actually hanging off the cliff. I don't know what we'll do about that. Did I almost just fall? Nah, I wasn't even close. Let's place an upside down stair right here. That is definitely not right. Let's replace that stair. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's fine. So those stairs are there. And if we're gonna go around the mountain, probably... Oh, this is tough. Maybe this should be 4 blocks. But then again, why don't we just add in another pillar right here then? And then a bottom stair. That is not a stair. Bottom stair. And then a stack of spruce all the way back up. And then this corner will just lead you over probably like 2 blocks or something. Yeah. I don't know, 2 blocks is even enough though. I guess we have to kind of turn around this mountain once again. So if I jump up here, well, that's gonna be hanging genuinely off the cliff though, so we can't even do that. Okay, that's fine. Let me just get creative then. Place the stairs upside down. Can we curve this one around? Maybe a little bit unique. And then the other post would be possibly like right here. Okay, that looks fine. We just need to mine this out so we can actually have room to walk by it, which I think shouldn't be too difficult. I feel like I already accomplished that. And then let me get some more planks so we can actually fill in this ground. But I think I could just end it like right here. I think this is far enough around for now. If I want to add something else here, I could, but it just gives us way more space and it continues this around the mountain, which I think already looks pretty cool. Then all of this we can make it stone. And then honestly, we could probably add another pillar here. Just kind of have it come around the mountain and close itself off. Probably just starting here, yeah. And then we'll need to place in all of the fence posts, of course. I guess it's fence gates. But for this pretty weird corner that we had to end up doing, I think we have to do full fence. There's not really an option to place a fence gate anywhere, but it's a sacrifice that's worth it. You can also hide some torches in these corners to try to prevent monsters from spawning in. And then there's just a couple of things I gotta fix, like this random piece of dirt I've noticed is there. These 3 pieces have to go. If I can get a couple bones, we could bone with these blocks, but it's not really like a huge thing I have to do. Also, yeah, those grass pieces have spread. Just took a screenshot or something. I don't know what just happened. But I can break the torches in this area now. So doesn't look as weird. I also don't bone meal, so we'll just have to replace the other blocks sometime if I wanted to. I can check my chest. I think I have a couple bones laying somewhere. Backside looks good. I don't think there's any changes back here other than maybe just placing some torches to help with some spawns. I'm definitely happy with this house. The cliff, I never ended up making like a wood thing that went around it, but at the end of the day, I don't think we needed to. And actually, just like a straight up building thing, why don't we try to make this staircase be a little more upgraded as well with like a full spruce side? I think that could be a nice upgrade. It might take a lot of spruce wood, but I do want to see what it looks like now that I started thinking about it. So hopefully we have enough. If not, I can always mine more too, of course. Okay, 1 stack and 38. That might be enough. Let's see. Actually, it definitely should be. I'm not going to use that much spruce. It's going to be pretty heavy for spruce, but this is what one side would look like. I'm just going to use dirt to cover the one block, so I think that's the easiest way to do it, and we'll just break all the dirt after. So yeah, it would look something like that. And just so we can have the best viewing experience, let's break the placeholder blocks to have the best idea of what it actually looks like. That should be all of them. Oh wait, no, what happened to these? Oh, I built it one block too high. Okay, does that still look fine from the inside then? Let's see. Oh wait, now something happened down here too. Wait, what did I even do? Oh, I guess I started building one block up again. So then this would be like this almost. Oh yeah, that's a very deep amount of spruce. I don't know. So what if we do it on this layer? What would that look like? We might have to do this. I feel like it just sticks out too much the other way. It's better than nothing too. But then this sticks up 3 blocks right there, which might look bad. I don't know. Okay, there we go. The side should be finished. It looks fine from here. I'd say the jump to 3 blocks might look a little off, but alright, I do think this is a... Well, I do think I ended up finding a design that I like. It kind of just starts at the bottom here suddenly on a couple of blocks, and then it goes up and there's the 2 block gap only, which looks a bit better, I think. And then we go into the forest, of course. But I just think having stuff around this makes it look cooler instead of just sticking out with the dirt on each side. Just makes it look a lot more constructed, which I guess is the vibe I'm going for to an extent. You can also make this grass to fill in that little gap right there. I think again it does make it look better too. Other than that though, I think that looks good. Maybe add in some extra depth on this block. Maybe place wood back there though. Okay, yeah, some extra depth might be fine. Then actually I thought of one more thing we need to do here, which would be let's make the fence gates in this area. Let's get the wood, and that is the wrong block. And then we gotta go ahead and place these in, touching these wood blocks, finishing off these corners. And then I believe, yeah, we had some lanterns on all of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more lanterns for now, which we do have the materials to make, so I will definitely go ahead and do it. And then I can place all of them in. And I think, oh wait, we need one more. Yeah, but that is honestly basically it for the base. I think we can do a tour. I don't think there's anything else I really wanted to finish. So let's go down to the first layer right here. I'm not going to go tour the tree area, but at least for this main entrance. I guess I could have made another way to enter this area too. That could have been pretty cool, but I don't know where I would have put it. Either way, this is how you get in. There's a little bit of a dirt stair. You go over here. It is actually very, very steep right here. But that's alright, I guess. Let's actually place a couple of blocks just for some added safety. Alright, there we go. And then you go over here, which leads to the water elevator. And then up the water elevator, you enter this first layer, which has a nice bridge area. To the left, this is the new place we just added, of course. You can get some super nice views. And then to the other side, we have this big staircase we just added in too, which leads to this forest. But to the left first, we have a wheat farm. Let's check out the forest area first in our other house. Yeah, we have this tree. There's not much here. This leads around, of course, to the other side. This tree kind of blocks the bridge, but again, I feel like it makes the base look better overall, so we kept it. But then the house is empty, but we have like the chimney, that's what it's called. We have the glass windows with the little curve I was trying out, the front door. And then the, I don't know, empty house, I guess. Not much to see in there, but I was happy with this build. I think the other thing I was thinking of adding was basically you would walk this way and there would be like a wood thing holding this whole thing up on the side, so you could walk all the way around it. And that would kind of basically just look like, here, let me put a little bit of a template. So like something like this, for example. And then all the way around there'd be like a spruce floor. So half the house is sitting on this thing, and then the house that isn't like supported by the dirt exactly would be held up by like these huge spruce pillars, which I think could have been cool. And then we can take our shortcut, which it did end up coming in handy, so that's nice. We can go all the way over here, which leads to the staircase up to the second layer. And then we can take our super cool thing that curves around this whole base and actually passes our window on the side. And then from here, we just go through this way. There's a ladder up, which we'll check in a second. And then another wheat farm on the outside. And from this view, you can see the base over there. And what else can you see? I mean, you can see everything from down here too, which is cool. In the chest room, of course, we keep all of our loot there. And last but not least, the ladder leads up first to this tower. You can go all the way up. Let's actually check out the views. And there is definitely plenty of stuff to see. Oh yeah, our lift as well. Oh yeah, we're gonna check the lift in a second, I guess. But there's just so many cool mountains around this area. It looks super, super, super nice. And then the inside of the house is once again basically empty, but we did put more effort into the roof. Oh, I didn't make a flower pot for that area up there with like a rose. I'll do that still before the video ends. I'll just put it up there after. And then the sheep farm, I didn't dye them or anything, but white sheep are super useful too. You can just dye them into any color, so they're good to have. A mushroom that's actually floating. From the angle we're going to be looking at, I think the grass kind of blocks it, so it's okay. Just nobody say anything. And then this lift goes all the way down. You would be able to lift it up and get all this stuff. And this would go all the way to the bottom, letting you get stuff up here way easier. And then even from up here, this just looks so cool. I added some of those trapdoors earlier as well. I don't know if I documented that. I don't think I did. There's a rose bush instead to add some more color. But that is basically it. Thank you everybody for watching the video. Click the one on screen now if you want to watch another one just like it. And if you have a friend that you think would enjoy these videos, make sure to share with them and give me a good word for maybe they can become a fan too. Or a regular viewer, I should say. Anyways, everybody, hope you have a good rest of your day. And goodbye. See you in the next one. Goodbye.